Hi, folks. It's great to see you.
Hi there.
Hey, old Kermit the Frog here.
Hello.
In just a few moments, we will begin our trip to the Disneyland Resort Entrance Plaza. Thank you.
Well, hey, guys. Oh, sorry, there's some stuff up. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Do I remember how to do this?
Happy Monday. This is our first live in a month, so sorry if we're a little rusty. Today was a crazy day, which we'll get into, but thank you guys for starting off, I guess, your second Monday of January with us.
Yeah, we're doing our first live of 2023. I would say, like, new beginnings, but I already messed up first thing, so... Start again. Start that next week. Perfecting the craft, as they say, right? I hope everyone is doing well. It's been a minute. I was a bit anxious to come back and do a live. I was like, man, I forgot how to do this.
Same. Like, literally same. Like, I know it's all family here, but, like, like 5 minutes before the live, I looked at Nick and I was like, I feel so much anxiety. Like, do people, like, care? Like, do we know what we're doing? Like, we had a really hectic day. It was my first day back at work, and I just kind of like, but it's fine.
And it's like been like rainy weather. I figure like I got used to it on our trip, but coming home in, it's been gloomy. Elliot does not want to leave our side. He's been glued to us.
Well, dude, literally before we hit go live, torrential downpour and a flash flood warning just hit my phone, and like it looked so scary outside. So. Yeah.
But welcome back, everybody. If you guys are new to Mouse Vibes Monday, my name is Nick, and this is Ashley. We're going to talk all things theme parks and just break down a little bit of our last trip to Europe. We were just gone for like 2.5 weeks, so break all of that down. And we're coming out swinging with January with a bunch of theme park news. The days of January, February, and March being slow months within the theme park community, those are a thing of yesterday. Like, not in 2023. We always have things.
Yeah. And also, we're celebrating 10K on YouTube.
Oh, snap! Yes, we are. Well, hold on. Let's get one of these real quick.
Woo! Thank you guys for your support. Since we started the channel, I couldn't believe we got to 10K. Like, it's just crazy to be able to say that. I felt like it took, like, an eternity and a grind. And, like, I'm so grateful that you guys are all here. And it was a really cool milestone to celebrate. Like, I'm very excited.
Very excited. How cool is that? Like, it all kind of worked into, you know, finishing the year out strong and having a lot of fun. And I really appreciate everyone being here and supporting every single week. It means the world to us both.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's do this.
Hit the chat, Ash. Remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? Thank you for being here.
What's up, man? Thank you.
Welcome back.
What up, Mandy?
Carrie. Glad you guys had a safe and beautiful trip. Thank you so much. We really did. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, massive post-vacation blues. Like, today was not it for me.
We definitely live. Thank you for being here, Carrie Bear.
Abby, happy Mouse Vibes Mondays, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Woo, yeah.
Abby knows what's up. Thank you, Abby. Appreciate you. I hope you had a great holiday, though.
Lewis and Lewis, hey, y'all. Hey.
We got both Lewises here. What's up, guys? Thank you.
Jalen, hi, guys. Happy Monday and Happy New Year. Very happy New Year, but yeah, Happy Monday and New Year. Yes, I mean, I feel... Like, when is it not acceptable to say Happy New Year anymore?
Forever.
Is there a rule?
No.
Like, whatever. It's still Happy New Year.
Especially with January coming up with Lunar New Year. You can say it as much as you want. Thank you for being here, Jane. It's good seeing you, buddy.
What up, Sonny?
What up, Sonny?
Love Pink Hello Kitty. Yay, Happy New Year to both of you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Juan, Vibe Tribe in the house. Happy New Year 2023. About to be fire. Yeah.
It is about to be fire. Vibe Tribe.
Alex, my sister, happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Can we all send love to my sister Alex, who watched Elliot while we were on our trip? He was in really, really good hands. And if you guys didn't know, Elliot is, he's very, like, not selfish, but, like...
He's a little selfish.
He's a little selfish. Everything has to be about him. And my family has 2 other dogs. And he just, like, completely dominated, and my sister handled it. Like, Elliot has to have the biggest spot of the bed, and Elliot needs to be the number 1 guy, and Elliot needs to be pet all the time. Like, we love you, Alex, for taking care of our guy.
Yeah, Alex and Cheryl and even Mike taking care of it. Busting out the mop a couple times for old Elliot.
Kaylani, happy Mouse Vibes Mondays. Excited to hear about your trip. Yay!
Kaylani, thank you for being here, being on 3 devices. You guys are amazing.
Bringing up Bingham's. Hello, beautiful people. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Ooh, we harmonized a little bit.
You know, I was a singer in my past life. Alyssa Forsman, hey Mouse Vibes, hope you had the best time traveling. We miss you. Thank you guys.
That means the world. Thank you, Alyssa. Appreciate you.
What up, Justin? Thanks for being here.
Justin, what's up, man?
Hey Mouse Vibes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jaden Sonic Channel. I love that you guys are here. You guys are in the future right now watching. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Destiny and Theme Parks and Horror Stuff, thank you guys. Destiny Santa Cruz, Ash and Nick, I've missed you. Gabs and I are on and cleared out schedule to hang with you guys. So glad you're safe and back from Paris and all the adventures you took. Can't wait to watch them all. Yeah, you guys, we have 8 more trip vlogs coming your way. Like, we're spreading them out over the course of the next month in between Disney's 100th and Lunar New Year and Super Nintendo World and Knots and da-da-da. Like, all of that stuff is coming your way. We have Paris. We have London. We got France. We got your underpants. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you were trying to go for that and you totally... It's okay. I appreciate you.
We have Amsterdam. We have, and then we have this really dope video coming out for all your questions about Disneyland Paris. So I'm glad you guys are looking forward to that because we shot a lot of content. Like a lot.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. HG Katniss. Yes. First Mouse Vibes Mondays of 2023.
So stoked.
Yes. Crystal and Chris. So glad you had a safe trip. No place like home.
You know what? Ashley was on this tip of like, I'm never coming back. She was so happy on our trip. It is nice to be back today, and back at the theme parks and back in California with my dog and all my family and stuff. But that trip was like a dream trip. It was, I don't know. I talked to you today, by the way, Chris. So thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate it. You're so sweet. Like I was just telling you, it's just like one of those things where it's just us two. We didn't have a schedule. Our biggest concern of the day was like, where are we getting an espresso? And how are we figuring out life? And it's cool just to kind of be in the moment and share that together and be in it. Because it's like, I feel like we're constantly on our phone or constantly like, we're doing this in 2 weeks, but we're editing a vlog and then this in a month. It's just, it was cool just to like have fun in the moment.
Dude, like I saw so many dogs out there with like little berets, like people dress up their dog, and I was just like, I don't need to come home, sell my assets, and somebody just bring Elliot to us so he can be a French puppy. Like literally that is, that's what I wanted. But no, there's no place like home, but yeah, I was sad to come home, I'm not gonna lie. Were anyone's travel plans affected by the winter storm, Southwest craziness? Dude, so today was my first day back at work, and I talked to a lot of my clients, and all of them got affected by it because all of their family lives in Southern California, and majority of them ended up renting a car for triple the price and driving back to the Midwest. Yeah, like Complex told me he had enough, and he rented a car, which was difficult, and drove back to Phoenix. He's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I
mean, I can understand Phoenix. Like, that's, you know... Shout out Complex for doing that. Yeah. It is a hassle to do it. You get the sun in your eyes both ways. It's like... But driving to the Midwest is totally different. That's just a flat drive to Arizona.
Yeah. Oh my god, we have a super chat.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shout out Ryan. Yeah. Woohoo! Mouse Vibes Mondays.
Damn! Thank you so much for the super chat, Ryan. We appreciate it so much. We will be at the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Hope we get to meet you guys again and lots of other vloggers. Oh my god, Jalen, all of our friends are going to be there. Like, everybody under the sun. So you'll definitely be able to hang out. We cannot wait to see you. Hopefully we can do a little twerk again and a high kick. So, yes we'll be there.
Hold on. Get to meet you guys again. Jaden, come hang out with us, bro. What are you talking about? What?
Ooh. Magic Park Hoppers, welcome back. Happy New Year. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Thank you for being here.
Welcome back. Congrats on 10K.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, Nicole. That means a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my God, got another super chat. Thank you. Happy New Year. Miss you both.
Thank you so much. I just got a text. I have to do this or else it's going to bug me. One of my favorite people in the world just said, hey, man, I think the mic is in the wrong position. Send me something. So we're just going to keep going. You're doing great.
So can everybody hear us?
Oh, we're doing great.
Oh, okay, cool. You just like made me nervous that something happened. No. West Coasters, so great to see you guys. Welcome back. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. It's good to be back.
Jane Schultzen, I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. Hi, guys. You're awesome and you got this. Missed you and have been loving your videos. Thank you, guys. You know, it's so funny We have a upcoming travel Patreon video come out where, again, as I always say, it's unhinged because I was in charge of Patreon. And it's us stressed out because we were like, we don't know when we're going to be in Europe again, but we haven't put out a video in 3 weeks. And our edits are complex. And we were like, do we put out this video? And then we had, Christmas, because we didn't want to put out a bunch of Christmas vlogs into the new year. So we were happy we were able to get that Disneyland Paris vlog out for you guys. Shout out to Nick. He, stayed up. And I don't know how you did that because we were still jet lagged and got it out. But we're so glad that you enjoyed that video. Oh, my God, Disneyland Paris is amazing.
Maybe it was the travel gods blessing me with no sleep the first 4 days that we were there that I was like, if I'm up, I'm going to edit. I had such a hard time acclimating to sleep and eating. My stomach was in knots the first few days. Does anyone else get like that when they travel? I was the first few days, it was terrible for me. I didn't really adjust to any of the sleep, so when I came back home, I was right on schedule.
Dude, yeah, it was crazy. Also, I think this is for you. But
oh, cool. Nick Niners, big game this weekend. Yeah. Purdy or Gino in the playoffs, an unreal season. Welcome back, to the States. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very sidebar for a hot minute. Thank you so much for leading us in this direction. But yes, sporting the 49ers. They have a game against the Seahawks. Go Niners.
Heck yeah. Mason Gonzo. Hi, guys. Hope you had a great trip. Thank you so much.
That's an awesome name, Mason Gonzo.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Swim.game, Mousevibes Monday. Happy New Year. And congrats on 10K. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Oh, my God. Thanks, Yuri.
You're a real one, Yuri. Thank you. That's
Sorry,
amazing.
I'm trying to get through the comments. Joni, yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, we have our London vlog where it's over the course of 3 days in London coming out on Wednesday. So make sure you have notifications turned on because it's going to be fun. It's London was a struggle, I'm not going to lie.
Yes. It's a great city. Just to kind of touch on Ashley.
Yeah.
All of our big city vlogs that we have coming up, so we have 3 of them. We're going to have London and then Paris rather, and then Amsterdam. And all of those are going to be coming out every Monday for the next 3 weeks. So I just want to give you a heads up of they're going to be huge vlogs for each of those as well. So Wednesday is going to be our day to drop. If you have about an hour to kill, they're going to be long.
Normally we do 15 to 20 minute videos, but when we are trying to strategize a video release, it just makes sense to have it as one bigger one. Yeah. So I know a lot of you do enjoy super vlogs, so just get all your work done, get a glass of wine or hot cocoa or water, whatever's your steez, and just prep for our long vlogs because they're going to be long.
Yeah, new year, new us. We're going long.
Woo! Got a lot to cover. What up, the Pewtwo?
Oh!
We can't wait to see you when you come out here for Super Nintendo. We have to get dinner.
Guys, head over to the Pewtwo's channel. Their video they posted today.
Yes.
Is so creative and fun. They're one of my favorite channels to watch. They have good stuff always. Yeah. Always.
Congrats on 10K. Your Disneyland Paris video was so cute and totally made us want to go back.
Oh, I love that.
I put up, while we were on our trip, I put up my new top 5 Disney parks list. And it created some controversy because I put Disneyland Paris as my second favorite Disney park. And people were outraged. They're like, oh my God, are you serious? And I'm just yeah, it was breathtaking. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. Don't you agree?
I mean, I wouldn't put it that high on the list. It deserves to be on a list. It's really fun. Here's the thing about Disney and going to all these theme parks. I hate comparing things. I feel like each thing should be its own. Have you ever been to this castle? Yeah, it was cool. Well, have you been to this castle? I don't want to do that. I don't want to compare every haunted mansion. I just want to enjoy it because I don't know. I don't want to be that person. I feel you know what I mean?
I do, but I'm not like that. I get not to compare, but I know you're not on Twitter, so you don't know Twitter.
This is why I'm not on Twitter.
Twitter's about lists and different opinions or whatever. But yeah, I Disneyland Paris. It's Tokyo Disney Sea, Disneyland Paris, Animal Kingdom, DCA, and then Disneyland. Don't freak out on me. That's everyone's entitled to their opinion. But Disneyland Paris, it was just so different. And we have another vlog coming, but it was just I really, really, really enjoyed it. The castle was great. The food, I liked the food. And nobody likes food. That toasty was worth everything. Yeah, but that's.
I think it was the dude that said, "That's just your opinion, man."
Whatever. Kira Kira Saunders, welcome back, Nick and Ashley. Congrats on 10K. I can't wait to hear about all your travel adventures. Thank you.
Kira, thank you so much. It's awesome seeing you in the chat. Thank you for being here.
How excited are you for the opening of Nintendo World, seeing you have a sneak peek before the official opening?
Woo!
So actually, in about an hour, we're going to have our friend Gabe from Theme Park Duo pop in because he actually got a private tour of Super Nintendo World, and he's going to talk to us about it for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're really excited. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit overwhelmed. It's arguably like the biggest thing of the past couple years, and there's a lot of anticipation for this land, and I just know it's going to be chaos and it's going to be a lot of people, so I'm like a bit like but I'm also excited. Like, I'm more excited for when we get to go back and enjoy different things about it at our own leisure. You know what I mean? When it's not so like, it just opened, like when it's like, we just get to frolic through the land. Like, that's what I'm excited
Oh, man. I feel like the hype for this land, I don't know when that moment's going to come. I think it's going to be a big season for Super Nintendo World. I was out there today in the rain, just in case they did a preview. Like, I was out there with a sea of vloggers, all in the rain, waiting to see if there's going to be a soft opening. I feel like people are going to be hovering over there every single day until it finally does open.
Yeah.
If you know how like Universal Studios Hollywood rolls, they just will pick like a random time in the day and be like, everyone just get on it.
Dude, that's what happened with
happen.
Super Nintendo, or with
Jurassic?
Secret Life of Pets and Jurassic.
Yeah.
We went to the food event, and then I got like word that they're gonna open up the ride, and then we got on it, and it was really cool.
So if you have time to hover out this week, I suggest there.
Purple Princess, I've been wanting to travel to Paris and see Disneyland Paris, and your videos encourage me to go. Listen, I'm going to say this. I know traveling's not for everybody, and I know it costs a lot of money and whatever, but like, if you want to travel, none of us are getting younger, time is of the essence, go live your life. And if COVID taught us anything, it's that life is short, go do your thing. And anytime I travel, I feel liberated, and I feel whole, and I feel like I've learned new things about myself and about my life, and I get a new perspective. Go. And if you're a Disney fan, go to Disneyland Paris. Go bask in it. Like, do it. Like, I cannot, like, do it.
I agree with that. Go experience it. You'll have a new perspective on traveling, and at the end of the day, I got like more appreciative of where I live too. Like, you get so like in your bubble of like, this is what I do every day, and sometimes I want an outside perspective, and you get jaded on things you take for granted. Who doesn't? You know, that's key. But I was like, a few things I'm like, that's nice.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Justin Cobb, any trips with Kitcher and Peter? Yes. January of 2024. I was like, why are we? January of 2024, we're all going on Icon of the Seas, the Royal Caribbean brand new maiden voyage.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited. Like, I haven't been on a cruise in over 20 years. And, like, all I want to do is sip margaritas in, like, 18 of their hot tubs and, like, do all the water activities and try every margarita on the boat and go shopping.
That will happen. So you just have to wait a whole year for that. Hopefully we can do something in the meantime. But if not, set your calendar for next year.
Yeah, like, we, like, never thought of ourselves as cruise people, but then Peter hit us and he's like, yo, it's the maiden voyage. Like, are you guys in or are you out? And I'm like, you know what? Like, why not? Like, let's do the dang thing. So I'm really excited. And I know that's a year away, but we'll definitely be hanging out with all of our friends before then.
Yeah, definitely.
What up, Clayton?
Clayton's here. What's up, bud? I love that.
Jocelyn, I'm so excited for my cousin tomorrow because it's her 16th birthday, and I just got back from Universal Studios. Happy 16th birthday to your cousin. What a monumental birthday. Yeah. I hope she gets, like, every present and every wish fulfilled. That's awesome.
So everyone say happy birthday to Jocelyn's cousin.
Happy birthday, Jocelyn's cousin. Yeah. Meaty, that's me. Hey, Nick and Ashley, welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here.
What up, Nico?
Nico, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you and your awesome text. You're the best.
That vlog at London was great. Honestly, you can never go wrong with McDonald's, especially for some late night food. Yeah, if you guys saw that travel vlog, London kicked us in the booty. And, like, we vlogged the whole travel day. And then we had to, you know, while we were freshly in the hotel room, get the hotel part of it done. And then after they nicely upgraded us, I'm like, well, if there's a bath in our hotel room, like, let's draw a bath. So, like, I took a piping hot bath, and then Nick took a piping hot bath, and we were in the standard London robes.
Couple robes.
And we set our alarm for 30 minutes, you guys. And I get this text from my mom that literally goes, do not fall asleep before 9 o'clock.
Yep.
we died. Like, my alarm went off. We slept through my alarm. Nick woke up at 11 to go find us food. I just literally died. Like, you see, like, I never looked that crazy on camera, and I was like, really? So bad. I was so, like, out of it. It was crazy. Jet lag was so crazy.
And my whole idea for McDonald's, like, really inspired by Pulp Fiction. Every country I wanted to find a Royale with cheese. I'm not here to burst any bubbles. That doesn't exist. It's a quarter pounder everywhere. Doesn't matter about the metric system. Quarter pounders. A little bit disappointed by that one.
You're so funny.
I was real pissed. Got in there. I was like, can I get a Royale?
So,
like, what are you talking about?
By the way, guys, we have 100 people in the chat and
What?
59 likes. If everybody wants to give this video a like.
You should do that.
Woo. Gee. Glad we can catch the first Mouse Vibes Mondays of the year. Yay, thank you guys for being here.
All Naughty Vibes. You guys are so positive, so nice. Thank you. Stoked to see you guys soon.
When is Mouse Vibes going to get a live studio audience for Mouse Vibes? Oh my god.
Could you imagine that?
That would stress me out.
I feel like I think Ashley would thrive in a live audience taping. I think that would be your thing.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I would be the one that would be like,
At Cal State Fullerton, when I was the anchor for Titan News, we had like a live audience of 20. So that was pretty cool. Yeah. And I was wearing my like chunky Tiffany's. Remember like back in the early 2000s, like the Tiffany's, like, and it was so heavy.
Like a lock that like
weighs you down. It was a lock, and I'm like, yeah. So
that's
funny. Rad. Yes, you're back in Cali. Cali, we back.
We are back.
Brian, Sports and Entertainment. Hi.
What's up, Brian?
Being here.
Thanks for being here, man.
So smart that you prioritized that Paris Christmas video because that was the one of all to get out early.
Thank you.
That's what we thought too, and also it's like a lot of people are at home with their families on Christmas chilling, and we were like, let's like surprise everybody with a video from our trip at Disneyland Paris. So I'm really glad you guys liked it because we really loved making that video.
Totally, and it was also like I wanted our families and everyone who watches our stuff to see kind of what we were doing because it was just us on the other side of the world at the end of the day. So it was, I don't know. We had friends that were there, but it was one of those things like we really want to share this and get it out and end our year strong. And then once that vlog went out, it was full vacation mode. It was great.
Oh my god. Still cannot believe y'all took a nap the day you arrived. We're not doing that for Icon. Well, no, dude, jet lag going to, what is it, the port, Miami, is way different. Like, I can land in Florida, take a shot of tequila, and, like, get going, but the 8 to 10 hours ahead, like, killed me. And I cannot sleep on planes, you guys. Like, I've tried, cannot, and it was, like, crammed. Like, that seat was, like, like, it was a great flight. Like, I love Virgin Atlantic, but the seat was made for, like, a child. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I had a person next to me who was not very kind the whole way, so I sat there in 11 hours of silence and tension.
That was crazy.
I know.
I don't know if you guys saw my tweet, but
if you see like those like stories on TikTok about people trading seats and that like happened both ways to me on the way, and I was just like, if it was a 5-hour flight, I could deal, but 11 hours of having to look the other way, I was just like, please. Stop giving me, like, the worst stink eye ever.
That was crazy. That was pretty crazy.
David, what's up, dude?
What up, David?
Appreciate you being here, man.
Artemis Travels, hello, how was your trip? It was amazing. Like, it was amazing. I think I came back feeling different than you did. Like, you were really excited to, like, get a burrito and be in LA, and I was just like, ooh. But...
No, I think it wasn't like I hopped off the plane and got a burrito. It was just... There's, like, certain things that are easier here, like meals there. It's either grab and go from, like, a bakery or something, or you need to, like, go find a restaurant, get a reservation, plan a little bit ahead, and we were just on, like, a whim and a chance at a lot of places, so I just like the convenience of getting things when I want it. I guess that's the most American thing I could have probably said, but, you know.
It's okay.
I'm American.
Nancy B, off topic, but love your lipstick. Thank you. This is the ColourPop matte liquid lipstick in Fresh Cut Roses. So, thank you.
That's fun to say.
Dalen LA, hey Mouse Vlogs. Can't wait to see you guys at Nintendo. Plus, congrats on 10K.
Dude.
Thank you.
Dalen, thank you so much, man. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Also love your videos. This guy rides the scariest coasters.
I'm here for the longer Mouse Vlog. Yeah, it's
boom.
Like, our Paris, I sent a tweet out about this, but I think out of out of the entire vlogging, the time I've vlogged, which is what, 3 to 4 years, the Paris vlog is like the most fun I've ever had in my life vlogging. Like, we were literally just like going through the streets of Paris and like eating baguettes, and like we like figured out public transit. It was super easy, and just like going anywhere on the train and like eating this and having a Saint Germain spritz and like it was just like so much fun. And like we did so much stuff to like recommend to you guys that if you ever think about going to Paris outside of Disney, like we did the catacombs, we ate at really good restaurants, we went to the Eiffel Tower. What else did we do, babe? We did public transit. We found a bunch of cool coffee shops. We ate baguettes through the roof. Like, it was just like...
We went to Jim Morrison's grave.
We went to Jim Morrison's grave, which was like a 30-minute train ride. Like,
There's a lot of stuff.
There was so much stuff.
Put it in, like, context. Like, when I'm dropping all my footage to, like, make a vlog, instead of having all my files in one area, like 100 things, I section it off into, like, what we did. And there were 26 things that we did. So when I was looking at the footage, it took us almost an hour to copy all the footage onto our hard drive.
Like, we went to this... we went to this sandwich shop in Paris that was, like, world-renowned sandwiches. And, like, when you guys see the footage from this sandwich, you are literally going to book a flight. Like, I've never had a sandwich like that in my life. Like, ever. And I'm kind of a sandwich snob because I grew up with a dad that had a pizza and Subway restaurant. I'm so excited. But the Paris vlog was like the most fun ever. And I really felt like when we were doing it, I'm like, wow, like I'm really excited for our watchers to see this, because I feel like we're actually, we've only been here together once, but we're giving like great things for people to do because we sincerely had so much fun doing these things. And
it was like an honest reaction to it. It wasn't like, I don't know, like it's when you watch videos of people who've never been somewhere before and they're like, this is how you do it. Like, how do you know all that? You just told me you've never been there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, comparing is inevitable. You're right. I just try not to do it. I just want to.
It's hard, but it's like you can still do it in a good light. Like if you saw in the Paris vlog or in the Disneyland Paris vlog for Christmas, I was just kind of like, the Big Thunder Mountain's different and this is different, but it wasn't like crapping on anything. It's just like different. Just like in Tokyo, everybody was quiet on the rides. Like nobody like screamed or danced. Everyone was very like proper. Like it's just different. And I think that's important to know culturally when you're going to different countries, like, you know, how people act. Like I can tell you one thing, the Disneyland Paris crowd boo was on another level. Like crazy, because it's like that's the one Disneyland that's closest to a lot, like, you know what I mean? Our Disneyland's far for Europeans, so everybody goes there, and it was so many different cultures. And like we've staked out a spot for the parade, and a lady straight up just plopped her kid on Nick's shoulders. Uncle Nick for the day. And we were like, it was just like intense. Like people, the crowd was very intense in the sense that it was just like, oh, you're drinking that drink, I'll have it too. Like it was just crazy.
Yeah, it's like comparing, like, in comparison, going from Paris to Tokyo for a parade. In Tokyo, everyone sits down so everyone can see. Here, I had kids getting put on my shoulders, or like, Monsieur, Monsieur, and I got elbowed in the face for a show. Yeah. It's like, this is intense.
Yeah, it was intense. Or like, no personal space, and people just like ripping things to shreds. Like, it was just like different. But I think it's important.
Also, we were there for Christmas, so you know what I mean?
Yes.
Christmas cheer. They're about to start over for the new year. Yes. Let it out.
Yeah. Xavier, congrats on your 10K. I nominate Mouse Vibes addresses Princess Peach and Luigi for a future Super Nintendo World vlog. Let's go! Hey, maybe.
Down. Super down.
We got a super chat!
What?
From Rocky D!
Thank you so much, Rocky D. What does it say?
It just says super chat. I don't know if it has like an animal or something.
Man, I love it when it describes what the animal's doing. Here, read that one from Dean. That's a good one.
I can't get over the Eiffel Tower does not hook. Disney does not.
It does not. I was really disappointed when I got up there. I was like, man.
So funny. Dude, we have 115 people watching right now.
That's incredible. That's like the most we've ever had. So thank you guys for welcoming us back into 2023. That's awesome. God. You guys are the best.
Denisha, it seems like a magical trip. Welcome back, y'all.
It was definitely magical.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was totally fun.
LOL, I'm a Disneyland Paris stan and people hate on it. It's just beautifully built. Listen, you guys all know me. I am the ride queen of life. I love rides. I want turn up, turn up, turn up. And I think Disneyland Paris has the least rides, and I was so satisfied with just walking around and taking it in because it's so beautiful. Like their Fantasyland or their Adventureland or their steampunk Jules Verne Discovery, whatever. Like it was just so visually stunning everywhere. And because we were there for the 30th celebration, they had all these like unique steampunk moving like art pieces in the grass and everything. And it was just like, just taking it in and watching everything was just so cool. And then the parade, like I love parades, and the parade was like out of this world. Like it was like I couldn't wrap my head around how beautiful the parade was. Both of them, the Christmas one, like with 5 different Christmas trees that illuminate different colors, and then the castle coinciding, and then they get off and go on this little stage. Like I was just like bawling the whole time. It's just like so cool.
It was amazing. If you're like grew up in our era of like Michael Eisner and Tony Baxter and all these big Disney figures, it really was like Michael Eisner's blank check to do whatever he wanted. And you go to that park, and from the turnstile where the hotel is all the way through the castle through Main Street is impeccable. It's the best. It's so nice. Like everything looks great.
Yeah.
So that's why DCA probably doesn't have a budget, but it's all those other things.
Yeah. Just ask Danny, are we going to be doing a Q&A from your trip?
Yeah.
So basically tonight, we're going to kind of treat this live tonight. If you guys have any questions, and then obviously Mousewives Mondays moving forward. And then that's what we wanted to do tonight. And then aside from Gabe joining the show, we were just going to chat about our trip and take any questions. And then as I said before, we're working on a very detailed what to know before you book your trip to Disneyland Paris, because it wasn't the easiest trip to book, and I feel like we have a lot of information to share, and we collected over 110 questions from Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook that I compiled all of them, and we're going to answer all of them in that video.
Yeah, so if you guys are following us on social, we're going to be doing like Q&As in the next couple of weeks as well to kind of build that so it's a little bit bigger, because we think that there's a lot of questions. Booking a trip to Disneyland Paris, we might complain about the reservation system or how the website here, the app here is faulty. It's like a 5-step process to doing an international one, especially like if you're booking hotel, transportation, all that sort of thing. So we're going to do a really in-depth talk about it and actually give you like visual indicators, websites, exactly what you need to access everything. But we're going to be filtering those out. And if you aren't on social, hit us up on email or figure out another way we can do this. I just don't want to link all these comments here and not be able to like copy the specific question and bring it over to our video, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So like if you guys have any questions about outside of Disneyland Paris, like let's chat. But Disneyland Paris, that video is going to be so detailed. So if we inspired you, or if you've been wanting to go to Disneyland Paris, that's going to be your one-stop shop of like everything that you need to know, from the app and how the tickets were booked and reservations and all that stuff. Food recommendations, what have you.
Hotels, good neighborhood hotels. The train runs literally right to the Eurostar train station is like feet away from their downtown Disney and maybe about 100 yards away from the front entrance of the park. So you can access major cities and go in for the day there, which is something you can't really do here in Anaheim. So there is a way to navigate if you're like coming in from Paris proper or whatnot.
Yeah, and honestly, like the hotels out there, you guys, are expensive AF. And if you're going to be in the parks all day, you do not need to rage on the Art of Marvel Hotel or anything like that. That's just our opinion. But if you're the person that wants to go out there for 9 days and bask in the glory of the hotel, whatever, we chose a really good neighbor hotel, and we're going to talk all about that. But like, we loved the hotel that we stayed at. It was fire.
It was amazing.
Yay! Thank you, Swim Doc.
Aw, so sweet.
Ashley, your highlight is poppin'. I love it. Thank you. It's Sarah Zalazar on Instagram. She's like a newer makeup artist, and it's her highlight, and I like really love it. So thank you so much.
Oh, there's one over here from Carrie I wanted to hit on that we kind of pushed through as well.
Sorry, I was trying to...
No, you're doing great.
We're going opening day in the first slot. So I think it's...
The 29th, Sunday the 29th.
Yeah.
So we will be there.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And you're going to be going in, what does it say, February 9th. You're going to have the best time.
Yeah.
I feel like The cool thing about like this rollout of all these plans happening is it's going to get tighter each day. So I feel like you're going to have a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, sorry, I just took over and we lost it.
It's okay. No, I know. Okay. Did you hear Universal and Fortnite are going to collab and make Super Nintendo World in Fortnite Creative?
Whoa. I did not hear that. That's rad. It's cool to see like all the pieces that, Universal's really pushing out right now with Super Nintendo World, Pokemon on the future, and just more expansion. It's really cool. I had no idea about Fortnite though. Thank you.
So excited for any and all travel content you have planned. Come up to Vancouver for a visit. Yo, Lewis and Lewis, my bestie moved to Vancouver last year. And I have been wanting to go. Perfect. I know I did my own vlog when I went to Cabo that's on the channel, and I didn't do like the greatest job, but I have confidence that a year later I've learned how to do a better vlog solo, so I might be going to Vancouver for a girls trip.
You should. Vancouver's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to. Good poutine too.
By the way, it was a cute moment when the godmothers complimented your makeup. That was so sweet. I was like, that is so cool.
I don't know. It's always Smee or the godmothers. They love that highlight. What's up with Smee?
Well, it's also because I pack it on. Like, normal people just put a dab, and I'm like, yeah! Like, all of it. So I go through my makeup so quick, because I wear 10 pounds of it. What up, Breezy? Thanks for being here. We love you, too.
Love you. Thank you for being here, always.
I love it. Now that you've done it, do you have any travel info recommendations? By the way, don't apologize for being natural eating your big and tasty on your blog. You look normal.
Ooh.
Travel info recommendations. So...
Yes, I have a huge one that I just want to throw this out there. TikTok.
Oh, bro.
TikTok, it sounds so lame. All our best hotels, all the best up-to-date information came from TikTok. And I would have, laughed at that.
Dude, so I've said this a bajillion times. My girlfriend Brittany and I 2 years ago took a road trip up to Northern California. I booked the entire thing off of TikTok Travel. And when I say TikTok Travel, I go in and search and I put affordable hotels closest to the Eiffel Tower. And granted, it took me hours of research. But I will say this. My biggest recommendation, if you know you want to go to a destination 5-6 months from now, dedicate 2 to 3 hours. I know I sound dramatic, but 2 to 3 hours a day of research. I don't know if you're psycho like me, where you want to just know a lot of stuff. That's how I am. So for months, I was on TikTok Travel. It was so hard to find an affordable Parisian hotel with an Eiffel Tower view. It took me an eternity, and I found it on TikTok. The Good Neighbor Hotel for Disneyland Paris, I found from Sam for God and on TikTok. All the excursions, TikTok. That's such a good thing. Download TikTok and just search for stuff. And then once you search for where you want to go, it's going to start shipping you or shopping you. Like, let's say you want to go to Cabo. It's going to be the best drinks in Cabo, the best beach in Cabo. Totally. You know what I mean?
I felt like that was the most up-to-date thing, especially traveling through the holidays. Yelp and everything else wasn't up-to-date on what's open, what's closed. In TikTok, it sounds so lame. I know it doesn't sound lame.
It does. We're in 2023. TikTok is a huge app. That's not lame.
My parents think TikTok is for dancing and doing those pranks.
Well,
So if my dad was to listen to this right now and be like, you booked a trip across the world based on a TikTok, and I've been like, yeah. He'd have been like, you're crazy,
dude.
Sorry, Dad. You're here probably watching.
No, we went to this really trippy museum. 2 trippy museums in Amsterdam found on TikTok. And I went in.
Do you go trippy museum
TikTok? Trippy things to do in Amsterdam. And they popped up and I was like, ah! But I hope that was so long-winded, Purple Princess, but I hope that helps. And also,
if you have more specific questions, throw them out here. I'm down, too.
Yeah. Seriously. Hi, Mousevibes. Hi, Milka.
What's up? Thank you for being here.
Oh, we have a super chat from
Hortensia. Thank you so much.
Hi, happy Mousevibes. So happy to hear about your trip.
Aw, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. With the party noise. One more.
Yes!
We appreciate you.
Okay. Let's see.
Hold on, hit this one from Gabs and Des up here.
Are you excited for all the 100th anniversary merch, even Nintendo Land? Yeah, we've already kind of seen what the 100th merch is, and the only thing that really, really caught my eye was that purple comfy sweater. I'm a sucker for sweaters. I bought 5 sweaters on our trip. It's so silly, but I want that purple sweater, and I really want the over-the-top Mickey drip ears, but I think they're like, I don't know, I think they're really expensive.
Yeah.
You know which ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I'm at the Disney 100.
Yeah, I want them. But I would imagine just like Walt Disney World's 50th or the 30th celebration at Disneyland Paris, over the course of the year, they're going to release new stuff. So I'm excited for that, but I'm like dying for those over-the-top drip ears, but I can't justify that purchase.
I'm like, new year, new me. I'm trying not to go nuts with Disney merch. I have way too many shirts. I looked at it, I'm like, what am I doing? I have a problem here.
Dude, it's bad.
Can't wait to binge your Paris content. Thank you so much. I also want to hit on this one from our friend Diamond Boy Disney. Jay, welcome back, friends. I'm going to miss you guys. Happy belated birthday, Jay.
Yeah, happy belated and best of luck on your new life adventure. I know it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, wishing you good luck, man. Thank you for everything. We'll hang out when you come back. We'll see ya.
Ryan Berger, Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays, new subscriber here. I've been binging all your videos during the holidays. Excited for the new stuff coming.
Ryan,
Cool.
you are awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Ryan.
I hope you had a great holiday, by the way. And I love your avatar pic. That's awesome.
Yeah. Just as Danny, you made me super jealous with that Emily in Paris meal at France. Dude, okay, I don't know who watches Emily in Paris, okay? Just like episode 1 of season 3,
Sorry, that was so specific. Sorry.
The McDonald's in France are literally exquisite. There's like a little cookie booth of like macarons and like decorations,
Yes.
whatever. They're so beautiful. They're like, I would say like the McDonald's in France are like the Olive Garden here. It's just like a
Were
little...
you there, your family?
Yeah, it's so...
Sick.
And they're so clean and the food is so good. And as you've seen, there's like no grease and it tastes fresh and like, so delicious.
I feel like all the McDonald's that we had visited are like in Europe are like the ones that are been remodeled here. It's all like touch screen. You don't talk to anybody. I don't know. It's the same.
Did you guys try the hot chocolate with croissant? That's Gabby and I's dream. We didn't get to try that, but so many people messaged us about it. But you guys have to do it.
You guys got to do it.
The prices threw me off on how affordable it is. Yeah, I will say the food isn't like. Listen, you can eat in Europe cheap or expensive.
Yes.
We splurged, I think, twice on restaurants. Like the Captain Jack's restaurant we splurged on because it was Christmas dinner with our friends. Mm-hmm. And then there was like a steakhouse that I posted that was fire.
That was super
And we splurged. But for the most part, we ate
street food.
A lot of street food, yeah.
But it's different there. Like in London, we went to the Borough Market and it is endless cheese booths, meats, sandwiches, anything that you could really think of, custards, whatever. And it is miles long. In Paris, we found another one that was similar to that. What was it called? It was where the Le Stand was?
It was...
It'll come out in our vlog.
Chez Ale...
No, that's the sandwich pot. What was the actual market called?
Oh my God. Le Marché de l'Enfance Rouge.
Hold on.
Damn!
Crush that.
Oh my God. I literally, in the Paris vlog, I kept like reminding Nick, I'm like, I took 4 years of French in high school and I was like, woo woo woo, trying to pronounce everything. I was just like,
Where's this one from Lauren right here?
The catacombs looked wild. Lauren?
Yes, they are wild.
Lauren? The catacombs, like, I like kind of knew what we were getting into, but like, I like spooky stuff, so I was like, ooh, dead bodies, cool. I didn't research before we went. I was just like, all my friends said the catacombs were amazing. Our friend Cam's Travels were like, you need to go. So I was like, say less, booked it.
Where's TikTok at?
Where's TikTok? You'll see in the vlog, after we went down the 10 flights of stairs, I started panicking. And then once we entered the room, and I like, for some reason in my mind, I thought they were going to be like bodies. The bones were going to be like in a wall that had like cement around them. And it was literally loose bones that could have just flown on you in any second. And you'll see in the vlog, like, I love you so much, but Nick was like full content creator that day because I started bawling and Nick put the camera in my face and I was like, get the camera in my face. And I'm like, I'm serious.
Get that
Stop. And I like smacked the camera and I like had to sit down for a second because I got so overwhelmed. But the catacombs were bananas. Like, I've never experienced a feeling like that, or it was so crazy, you guys. Like, it was 6 million bodies. 6 million in there.
Yeah. It's a heavy experience. It's also like you walk miles and miles underground till you get there. So, and then there's all these like little plaques letting you know when this was developed or redone because it has, you know, they needed extra support, and that the original catacombs structures from the 1700s, and they're like, yeah, we're going to roll with that. So I'm like freaking out about just the magnitude of being down there. But once you kind of see everything and you take it in, it's a heavy experience. It's not like, this is phenomenal. You're like, whoa. Every few feet it sets more and more into like what you're doing. And then even the last like wall, it's not like a huge spoiler. The last wall like that they discovered was 300 more bodies, and they just discovered it like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's probably endless amounts of stuff they just haven't really gotten to. It's miles and miles long. It's pretty spooky. And at the end of it, since I had a backpack, he checked my backpack, and I was like, does this happen? He's like, more than you think. I'm like,
yeah. There was
taking just bodies home with
There was a big sign in the beginning that said, do not touch the bones and do not steal it because we will find out and you will be fined and go to jail. And they were checking everybody's body, like everything when we left, because I guess there's like people out there. I mean, the world is filled with creepy people, but there's people out there that go to that and steal bones and stuff. And it's easy to do so because they're just loose bones. And you can literally go like, here's a bone. Like that skeeved me out. Like I was just like, that is crazy. And then there was like certain parts of the catacombs that you'll see in the video where like it's roped off, you can't go, and you just see miles of bodies, just like miles and miles and miles and miles of bodies. And it's like so hard to wrap my head around.
And the other thing too, it's like, last thing, we'll button this up. It's not just like pile of bones. Like they're strategically placed together. It's almost like the pyramids. Like, how do they make it so perfect? It's crazy.
Yeah. Jordy, how did you manage Wi-Fi internet during your travel? So, I have AT&T and Nick has T-Mobile, and we called our providers before we went on our trip, and there's a $10 a day international travel plan for unlimited data and FaceTime audio.
Yep.
So that's what we did. So we didn't really have any instances where we weren't able to do Wi-Fi or data in the hotel. We connected to the free Wi-Fi, and there's free Wi-Fi in a lot of public places. And then when we couldn't have Wi-Fi, we just used our data.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like I was kind of off my phone for the most part. So anywhere we needed to like post or make phone calls, it was pretty simple. And like you probably didn't need to do that. You could have relied on Wi-Fi if you really wanted to.
Yeah. That is so cool. I went to Paris when I was 18 and I hated it. Even Disney, no appreciation whatsoever. I would totally love to go as an adult. This is a must-watch vlog. Teverly,
I totally
same,
can see that.
Girl. Like when I went when I was 12, and I think I talked about this on the live before we left, I remember not liking Paris. The people were rude. I didn't like the food, and I didn't like it. And I remember when we went into this trip, I was kind of a sourpuss. I was like, we're not going to like it. And it was my favorite place of the visit.
Yes.
It was like the people were not rude. They're not like, oh my God, I love you. Here's a croissant. They're just like, here's your croissant. Like, it's fine. But they weren't rude. I didn't feel in danger. I had a couple family members, love you, be like, you're going to get robbed. Don't have your camera out. And we're like, so I was like under this assumption that we were going to get robbed. And like, we had our camera out and we were just cognizant and aware of like what was around us. But it was a great experience. Like, no one was rude. And a lot of people helped us out. Like, there was one time when we couldn't figure out which train to get to what. And this guy literally was like, here, grab my hand and help me. Like, everyone was so lovely. So I definitely think to Everly, go back. Because I felt the same when I went for the first time.
I agree with that. And then you like, I don't know, how much can you appreciate a 900-year-old building when you're 18? You know, it's all about just gaining perspective.
Yeah. Did you all go to both parks in Paris or just Disneyland?
Yeah.
We did both, and our next Disneyland Paris vlog is a full day at Walt Disney Studios, which no one agrees with me. I did not mind that park.
It was... Okay, so what I like about seeing that type of park, again, we talk about appreciating things. It's like one of those things, like, I will never complain about Disney's California Adventure. I'll never complain about not getting new stuff. They're just getting their Avengers Campus there, and that was like the first big project since forever there, and you can see how much people appreciate it. So I thought it has maximum potential, and especially in the few years with Arendelle and all these other projects coming to that park. Be on the lookout for that one.
Dude, and their Tower of Terror got redone, And I don't know if you remember the storyline in the Tower of Terror, but the little girl, the little blonde girl, she's the kid that haunts the Tower Hotel. And it's really scary. Oh God, it was so good. And like their Toy Story Land was a bit like dusty and crusty, but still like had some charm. But the mulled wine around Walt Disney Studios Park was fire. You can just get these like big cups of like hot cinnamon mulled wine, and it was like literally 3 degrees, and it just like kept our hands warm.
It's also interesting to see like a play on what Hollywood looks like in Paris, just because we live like down the road from it, so it's just hilarious. I'm like, oh yeah, another Brown Derby. That's the 5th one that you can find in the theme park, but the original building isn't there.
Yeah,
gotta go to Paris.
Did you run into any language barriers on the trip?
No, I thought for sure in Paris it would be everyone for the most part speaks English, and when you're at like a restaurant and they know you're an American walking there, they would give you like another menu. Rule patience wise, be patient when you're eating or going out. It's not like here you're like they're like leisure with it, so just sit there, get comfy, and you'll be all right.
That's like what I loved most about Europe is everybody's just like, we'll get to it when we get to it. Like, I'm smoking a cigarette and loving my dog and having wine at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Like, I just loved that life. Like, no one was stressed. Like, I didn't see anybody stressed. And everybody there works to live. And in the States, we live to work. And I hate that about living here. It's like constant, like, work. And I hate that. And, like, out there it was just like... And yeah, the service was a bit slow everywhere, but it was for everybody. It wasn't just because we were American. No. It was just like... It's a laid-back town.
Yes. It's like, I don't know. Just get to it when you get to it type thing, which I like.
What was the most memorable moment of your trip?
Ooh, that's a great question. Thank you, Kira. You want to go first?
Oh, man. There's 2.
Let's hear it.
So the first there's 3. Can I say 3? 1 being hosted by Disneyland Paris. That was incredible. That was like... Just thinking back to like how far we've come, and like it was just like we're halfway around the world getting hosted by Disney, and that like I couldn't like process it, and it like made me cry. Like it was just so amazing, and I just felt so grateful, and I felt like it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. And then when we were just frolicking in Paris, like there was just a day where we had no agenda, and Nick and I were just like having cappuccinos at all times of the day and getting Saint Germain spritz and getting beers and doing this and this. And it was just like, we're just walking through the streets of Paris, and every hour from 5 to 11 p.m. for the first 15 minutes, the Eiffel Tower lights up and you can see it from across the city. And there was just this moment where we're like walking and we were a little tipsy and we're just like, wow, we're like in Paris and there's the Eiffel Tower.
Yep.
And then,
absolutely. And
then in Amsterdam, it was the last day where we had no plans and we just frolicked and went to a bunch of museums and just like had beers, and it was just like those were, I guess, three, but those were like the most memorable parts.
Those are all awesome. I love all of that.
Yeah.
For me, my number 1 was just being in Amsterdam with Ashley, but one specific morning we went to this pancake house, and it's the smallest kitchen in Europe. It's literally 2 tables that are 2 tops, and there's 2 guys that are like super hip making, what kind of pancakes are they?
So it's Dutch name for pancakes. It's pannenkoeken. So it was called upstairs pannenkoeken.
Yeah. So we went up there, and there was only one other couple there, and they were like, I don't know, in their 50s. Talked to them for a little bit, and they were also from California. Like, I can't believe it was 2 people that lived next to each other, flew across the world to have pancakes.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
You have to get reservations for that restaurant, and like it was just like some young waiter and an older Dutch guy with 1 frying pan and just cranking out these pancakes. And it was the best breakfast I've ever had in my life.
But you had to earn it. You had to walk up the steepest set of stairs that were like this. It was wild. But just my favorite thing of the trip, to end this and kind of put a bow on this, is like being in the moment with Ash, living for what's in front of us and just whatever's in front of us at that moment. Like, I think that was the best. I don't know. I'm again, we constantly look at like what's coming, wishing for the next weekend. Oh, another month and there's a holiday. Like, just to be able to make like silly decisions in the moment was just awesome. I hadn't done that in a long time. It was like a Peter Pan moment. I'm like, man, I've become a pirate.
I remember Ashley being nervous about the food in Paris and London. How did you find eating your way through these cities? I'm going to be honest, nothing in London looked good. My mom and I split one meat pie, and it was okay, but, like, our stomachs were so messed up the first 4 days in London. When I ended up not having a stomach ache, just from travel tummy, we went to Borough Market and had the freshest sourdough bread with cheese ever, and that was amazing. But, like, there was no moment walking around in London where I saw food in the window. I was like, that looks good. Not one. Paris, Amsterdam, food was fire. London was not for me, but the specialized cocktails in London, oh my God, we had some of the best drinks ever. But the food was not for me.
I like the food. We went to this one breakfast spot called O Coffee and had the freshest...
That was in Paris, babe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Well, yes, both, but yeah.
What was the one... I felt like we had one in London one day. Or that was France.
Yeah, it was in France. Everything good
Sorry,
was in
guys.
France. But France food, oh.
French food was great.
French food was the best coffee. Like, I know they have it out here, but I learned I've ordered flat whites the entire time. I didn't even know what that was. And I had like 1,000 of them, and they had like little designs and like this big soup cup, and it was really cool.
Love that.
Yeah. What up, Falcon Squadron? Yeah.
Falcon Squadron!
Yeah! Stephanie D, my first time catching you guys live. Woo woo!
Yeah,
yes.
thanks, Stephanie.
Yes, we'll see you there.
Heck yeah. Opening is going to be wild.
Hey guys, glad to see you're back. We're heading over to Europe in a few months. Would love any tips on jet lag. So I know on Amazon there's these jet lag pills, and there's like specific instructions that you need to take them. They're like herbal supplements, and I didn't do that. That's the one thing. My mom just told me, she goes, we landed in London at 3:00, and by 5:30 we were dead. And my mom said, you need to stay up till 9. You need to force yourself. Don't take a hot bath in your hotel, and don't even look at the bed. Drop your crap off and go on an adventure. That's where we messed up. We bathed and we sat, and that messed us up, because then we couldn't go back to sleep.
I heard the trick to it, listening to a couple podcasts, is kind of get yourself on the eating schedule where you're going to go a couple days beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going to get up and eat at some weird times.
Yeah, just expect like the first couple days if you're jet lagged to just eat McDonald's. Yeah. Tony Cortez, what's up, everyone? Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays from Bakersfield. Go Niners.
What's up, Tony?
Thanks for being here, Tony. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat.
Thank you, bud.
Yeah. How much per night was the hotel in Paris?
Oh, that's a good question.
So we stayed at Le Passé de Eiffel, and for 4 nights, the total was $729.
It was...
I'm not a mathematician, so...
She's a genius. I felt it was a really solid price, and Passy's like a suburb in Paris, but where we were was so clean. It wasn't like the hustle and bustle or like, you know, people trying to sell you stuff or merchandise. I felt like it was a really high-end area of just like cheese shops, and there was a metro station walking distance. And even when we were leaving the first day, you'll see it in the vlog, there was like a Balenciaga photo shoot in the middle of the road with like couture, and we were bundled up, and I was like, this is the most French thing ever. Yeah,
it was when we started looking at Paris hotels. I asked Nick, I was like, what? Because I plan everything. I'm a control freak, and I try to include him, but like I ended up just doing it myself because I'm a freak. And I was like, babe, like, what's your criteria for Paris? And he's like, I want to see the Eiffel Tower from the room. And I was like, good grief, homie, this is going to be $1 bajillion. It took me 6 weeks to find that hotel, and thanks to TikTok. And it's an older boutique hotel. And the second I booked it, I emailed them and I said, can I please request one of the Eiffel Tower rooms? And we ended up getting it, and it was all good. But it depends what your steez is. If you like really nice renovated hotels, the place that we stayed at isn't for you. It was an old French boutique hotel with a small bed, but we really loved it.
It was great. We cuddled.
We were like, shit, that little bed, but it was good.
It was great.
How was the merch at Disneyland Paris?
Also, another great question.
It wasn't the best. It was very hard. Like, I was like, I need my 85th sweater, and it was like a mission to find it. But the Avengers Campus merch in Paris, oh my God, fire! So good.
We can do a little preview of that.
Yeah, do you want to go?
Yeah, I just kind of want to touch on this first. Is like how they consume product there is just different in that sense. Like here, it's like these are the ears this month. This is the Loungefly bag. It's just not that way with every guest. Like I feel like at Disneyland and Disney World, like every third person has like a Disney something on.
Yeah.
It's just not like that there.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Oh shoot. We're going to interrupt this really quick to bring in Gabe from Theme Park Duo.
We'll get back to
Then we'll
Disneyland
get back
Vibes.
to this.
Here we go. Is he here? Guest
is in green room.
We gotta sign him.
Okay, guest 1.
Bring in Gabe.
What up, Gabe?
Hi!
Hold
Hi.
on. We're gonna cut ourselves in as well.
Wait, how do we cut in? There we go. Okay, guys, we're going to get back to your questions. We want to take off the comment. But we wanted to bring in our friend Gabe from Theme Park Duo, who in the past has been a pick of the week. And Gabe actually got invited, super freaking lucky, to do a private tour of Super Nintendo World Hollywood before any of us basics get to go in. So Gabe, walking into Super Nintendo World, what was one thing that you saw that like was a shock factor?
Well, one, I want to say you guys are far from basic. You're amazing, and I love you so very much. So don't refer to you guys as basic. You guys are the best. To answer the question, honestly, the shock factor for me, I think, was just how kinetic the entire land felt in terms of every piece of character environment that's moving. Because in the games, when you are going through a side-scrolling level, you have coins that are moving, bad guys that are moving, you're moving, mushrooms, there's all these different elements, and they've captured that in the land pretty dang well. It's pretty overwhelming, to be fairly honest.
Did it feel, because I know a lot of people are doomsdayers, especially on Twitter, and like, it's going to be so small. When you were in there, did
shocking,
it feel small?
Shocking. No, it didn't feel small. What I said in my article and what I've been saying online is that it equally met my expectations of how big I thought it was, and equally was bigger than I thought it was. Because from the vantage points of the park, because you can't hide anything,
Yeah.
it looks tiny. It looks tremendously small from like when you're over by Minions, or if you're looking down from the Starway or any other point. It looks very, very itty bitty. But once you're inside, it feels a lot more open. I do think, like Potter, when that place gets packed, it's gonna feel tiny. But in general, I think it isn't as small as people are anticipating it to be.
And I feel like because there's so many interactive stuff to do, like with Harry Potter Wizarding World, because of the wand thing, it's like just because there's only, one ride or whatever, I think that's part of the experience, is the immersion of the land. Like, did you feel like that was a ride in itself, being able to play those games and doing all of that?
Yeah, I think that there's going to be plenty to do. I think people tend to harp on that a little bit too much. People are like, oh, it's only one ride. Oh, we're not getting Yoshi. Oh, Donkey Kong. There's a lot of, as you said, doomsdayers a little bit, in if we're going to kind of put it into that terms. But the interactive elements of the land are going to be plenty for people to interact with and spend their time doing, rather than just going on the singular ride. There's 4 key interactive elements on top of the different question mark boxes and POWs that you can hit, or the different, you'll find letter M's throughout the park in a circle, and you go up and scan it, and then these little 8-bit characters will pop up on the wall in front of you, and that'll also give you points. So there's things throughout that you kind of have to keep your eyes open for in order to kind of interact with.
And you played the games without a power band, right?
So, yes. So, one of them wasn't quite working yet. It was the giant piranha plant. That one is immediately to your left as soon as you enter the land. It's extremely hard to miss. And essentially that one is timers going off, and you have to turn off the timers before the giant piranha plant wakes up and eats you. And if you do that, you get a gold key. The one past that, you have to hit the Koopa Troopa with the shell and time it up perfectly. I watched someone do that one. The one that I got to, the other 2 that I got to do were the Goomba, where you have to spin a wheel as fast as you can, and the Goomba basically comes up, and you're trying to get him to fall off. And so you do that, and then the thwomp, where you see that giant thwomp that's like right dead center, you go underneath that, and in that first room, there's a giant touch. I have no other better terms than touch screen. And you scan your I almost say magic band. You scan your power up band.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey.
Just bring both, just in case. I don't know. You scan your power up band, and the screen turns to blocks, and you have to turn each block to the same color. And if you do that in time, then you get the golden key and you get the points. Tip for people who are going to be going soon: some of the blocks have red arrows. If you have a red arrow that's pointing this way, that means it's going to turn that block the same color too. So you're going to want to touch those first before you touch the other ones.
Oh, cool.
You guys are hearing it first.
I know. And you guys, Gabe did this like really, really intricate and detailed, awesome write-up about his experience filled with pictures. It's on themeparkduo.com. Go check it out and check out his Instagram at themeparkduo because he's having a bunch of Super Nintendo reels pop off. So go see his content and prepare before we all go into this new land.
It's really exciting.
Thank you.
We're going to put that in the description as well, Gabe,
Yeah.
when I get off with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When I walked into the land, I totally cried.
You cried?
100%.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. So, shocker. Anybody who knows me, I'm easily to cry at like happy things and stuff like that. Like that's the stuff that gets me. Sad stuff doesn't get me. I could watch sad stuff all the time. It's the happy things that get me. And it's funny because with Nikki, who's the other half of the duo for people who are watching, my wife, she's sitting right over here on her phone watching the new Ant-Man trailer. Right next to her dog. She is a Harry Potter person. Like, she grew up reading the books. She loves the films. So for her, going to Wizarding World for the first time, she cried. Like, that was her thing.
Yeah.
It's the dreams come to life. And for me, growing up, I played Super Mario with my brother. The first one, the second one, the third one, every single system, we played those games together. So there's a lot of really fond memories and emotions tied into those experiences. So when I had that fondness to me and walking into a land where immediately as I walk through the warp pipe, you hear the warp sound. I was met by Luigi and Mario, who were both there walking around and seeing the movements of the land, and met with the iconic Mario music. I just started crying.
Oh,
like it
God,
was like
I
a
can't
dream
wait.
come true. That picture's also on the article because my friend snapped a picture of me as it was happening. Without my knowledge.
That's a good friend.
That's awesome.
Yes. So it was extremely overwhelming for a hardcore fan of the genre of game and that property. It is just they hit every single note perfectly for those fans of the game.
So let me ask you this, Gabe. So when you were there, was the attraction running?
So the attraction was running. They were cycling the attraction with team members. So we had the tour along with John Corfino, who is of Universal Creative. He works with them, or he works in Universal Creative, rather. And he was telling me that their certification at the time was only for team members. So team members were only allowed to ride it to test it. So it was constantly cycling at the time when we were going through the queue. Because we did get a tour of the almost the entire queue as well.
Okay, that's awesome. And my last question was this: without getting on the attraction, do you feel like there's going to be enough things to do within the new Super Nintendo world to keep people occupied? Because like the biggest thing I've heard, like, covering this park is like how small it is. Is it really going to be this thing? Do you think that for Super Mario Brother fans and Nintendo fans in general, there's going to be enough to do?
I think if you have the power-up band, yes.
Cool.
If you don't have the power-up band, you can't really interact on a certain level with getting points and everything. Now, if you're with a group of people and one person has that power-up band, there are games where it takes more than one person to do it, so you can't kind of incorporate yourself into that experience. So, like the Piranha Plant, you can have more than one person. The Thwomp game, you can have more than one person. But when it comes to like the Koopa Troopa and the Goomba, that's kind of a one-person only thing. I think it's going to be difficult to have enough to do for somebody who doesn't have the power band if you're alone. I think that'll be the difficult side because you can't do any of the interactive experiences. You can go up and hit the POWs and the question marks. They make silly noises, but you don't get the points, and there is really just the attraction. The other thing that there is that I didn't get to mention that is really cool is I forgot the name of it. It's called Glacier Point or something. When you walk into the land, it's like up and to the left, and it looks like glaciers. It's ice. You get up there. I don't know how because we went through the MC Escher way, and it was weird and crazy. But you get up there, and there are augmented reality goggles essentially that look like viewfinders. So like if you go out like on a pier, you put in a quarter in and you look through the binoculars, you can see out into the distance. It's similar to that, but it essentially is a real-time camera that is scanning the entire land. So not only are you seeing the land, but you're seeing animated characters added to the land on top of it. So you're seeing bullets fly through the sky, or more Koopa Troopas, or more boxes, question mark boxes, like a lot more animated characters when you look through those viewports. So that is another little interactive element that I think is actually really cool because it adds another level to the gamification, bringing the game to life kind of aspect of the land.
Okay, lastly, Gabe, we have a question from Kidder. What is the point of collecting all the Power Band points, and what does it do for you in the experience?
So John Corfino mentioned to us that when you do interact with the land and you play the games actually do get harder. So they go up in difficulty as you play them. So he was like, I've played all of these a million times. I've gone on the Mario Kart Ride. I've done all this stuff. Things are a lot harder for me now. So when I play a game, it immediately goes to the hardest thing that it could do because I've been doing it so much.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So the incentive, I guess, is bragging rights. But I guess the incentive is no more different than having the wand and being able to do a spell. It's kind of the same thing, if not better, because you have the point system. And within the app, I believe you can actually gain stickers, that kind of stuff that you use in the app for whatever you want to use it for. I don't know. But so there is that aspect to it, at least.
Thank you for taking the time to come on the show. We really appreciate it. And again, you guys, if you're not following at Theme Park Duo, follow them, and it's themeparkduo.com, and they have the article up on there.
And then follow them on all social as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys, for having me on. I had a blast. I love you guys so very much. I'm excited. I know we all have reservations for the 29th to go. I'm going to be there bright and early in the morning with a cup of coffee. And we're going to rock Super Nintendo World together.
We love you, Gabe. Thank you.
Love you. We'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Love you too.
Again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. We thought it was just important. Our friend got to experience that, so we wanted to bring him on just to talk about, because it's been like the biggest hype of the past 6 months. And now we will get back into...
And Gabe, by the way, not only is he awesome and does podcasting, he's a great editor. He's also a father, so we want to make sure send everyone off at a good time today.
Gabe, like, Nick and I don't hang out with busters, and Gabe's not a buster. He's the best.
No, his name is Gabe.
So we hope that you guys got some insight from that. Really excited. And now it's like Universal knows what they're doing. We all got to get the power-up band. It's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things I had no idea about. I didn't realize there's going to be like digital screens that are going off as well. So something to kind of look forward to. We're going to do a quick shift, guys. So watch out for Super Nintendo World all week on our social. I'm sure we're going to be posting stuff.
Yeah.
The whole world is kind of watching it. We're going to head right back into our trip conversation, though.
Cool. So we were on Melissa. How was the merch at Disneyland Paris? So the prices were generally the same, if not like a smidge cheaper. But I will say this, the Avengers Campus merch was the absolute best.
Yeah.
And the Tower of Terror shop had an amazing sweater, which I'm wearing in a lot of the vlogs. I wanted something that specifically said Disneyland Paris, but Nick got this amazing Spirit jersey.
Yeah, I'm not even like a Spirit jersey type of person, but when you see something that says Avengers Campus Disneyland Paris, you buy it. And then this is what it looks like in the front.
Yeah.
How don't we have this back home?
Wait, can I ask them about my bag?
Oh, yeah. This is great.
Hold on, you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we were on the hunt to we're going to find Disneyland Paris stuff. It's a little bit more difficult than you'd think. So just kind of go into it with an open mind. And finding specialty, stuff like Phantom Manor, you don't go to the World of Disney store. You have to go to the Phantom Manor store that's not next to the ride.
I got this amazing reflective bag, and then when I got home, this is still on it. And I don't know if I bring it to Disneyland with the receipt and be like, I was halfway across the world and I left this on, but this bag is fire. I didn't need it, but it's reflective, and I love a good overnight bag. But if anybody knows how to figured this out. I did not steal it.
You are not an accessory to this.
Yeah, so I was pretty bummed about that, but I'm sure there's a way to fix it. But yeah, the merch there, merch culture just isn't what it is here, what it is there. It's just not like everybody had the exact same pair of ears on. Like everyone was wearing the 30th ears and everyone was wearing the same shirt. It's not like here where it's like a fashion thing. Like there was no like, we didn't see any like fashion girls or it was just like, I love
like,
Mickey, you know?
You know, like the people on like Instagram or TikTok, like twirling down with balloons and like, none of that.
Yeah.
We were those people. I was that person.
Oh my God. Literally, I had to like, I was trying to take a photo of myself with champagne in front of the castle and Nick gets like really annoyed with like how many pictures I ask him to take. And I'm like, stop making me chinny. Don't cut me up.
Well, here's my thing about the photos. It's like, she knows how notoriously bad I am and she critiques them like I've gotten like really good out of nowhere. Like, I'm still terrible at taking photos.
Well, we don't know when we're going back to Disneyland Paris. I need you to be on it.
I know. I should have practiced.
You know?
This is a good one, yeah.
Would you guys do a merch haul from your trip? Yeah, we will. We can include that in the what to know before going to Disneyland Paris vlog because I got like a set of ears. We didn't go too crazy just because we had to bring all of it back. But I got ears, a champagne glass, a shirt, and a sweater.
Yeah.
Did you guys stay warm enough? I was worried about you guys the whole time.
Yes. That's a good one too.
Also, Amanda S., I just saw your comment. Touche, sister. I'm going to look that up on TikTok. You're so right. She's like, look up how to remove.
Take your own advice, Ashley.
No, I didn't think about that. I'm just scared to remove it myself. Like, it's going to, like, spray something or, like, the police are going to show up.
The police are going to knock on. Do you have a bag in there?
You're so funny. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. But, no, Abby, we were freezing. And then, like, Nick, I love you so much.
What?
I love you. I'm just going to say this. Nick gets very uppity very, very quick. And what I mean by that is we were on Main Street and there's heaters on in the stores and then you go out and it's 2 degrees and then heaters and 2 degrees. And we were going in and out trying to like find candy or find merch. And Nick started like, I'm so sweaty. I have all these layers. And I'm like, chill out, boo. Like reel it in. And he had a minor meltdown. And that's when he took off his neck thingy and he lost it. And then we had to go figure out where to get a new one. And thankfully, it's 3 degrees in Paris. They had them everywhere. Yeah. We were cold. And those hand warmers, oh my God. We bought these like $8 hand warmers, electric hand warmers, saved my life. I put 2 of them in my pocket and then 2 of them in my jacket. And it like warmed my whole body. But it was really cold. I
relied on fleece, like, what is it? Thermals, pants and shirt set. It was like $15. It was the best thing I spent my money on. I was warm the entire time. Yeah. I loved it. But on the top of the Eiffel Tower, I've never been so cold in my life. Yes. Purple Princess, if you go to our Instagram page and click on highlights, every single name of the hotels are in there. And then you'll see it in the video, but it's Le Passy de Eiffel. Passy de Eiffel. There, I just popped it in the chat. But yeah, that's what it was called. And it was the most affordable hotel. 5-minute walk to the Eiffel Tower. Yep. It was great. Okay. Let's see. France vlog was legendary. Thank you. So behind on the chat. That's what I was trying to go through. When is the next adventure for y'all? What are y'all most excited about? That's a good one Karam, too. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Karam. We're in the midst of planning that because I need something to look forward to where I go crazy. But we want our next trip to involve Elliot. So we're thinking of like little road trips that we can go. That would be, fun to show you guys with the experience that would inspire you to want to go. So right now we're looking at Big Sur, possibly Sedona, somewhere we can drive since we'll have Elliot. I'm excited to get Nana down here for a trip. That's what I'm excited for. Yeah. Speaking of Nana, she made it, guys. Yeah. Nana is in the house. Thank you for being here, Nana. Young Masubi, I just want to say I love you 5 minutes later. Aw. We love you. We love you now. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know that we I know we try to answer every question, so I'm sorry if I'm going slow.
They let you film there. Yeah, they let us. I'm assuming you're talking about the catacombs. They totally let us film, just not with flash. And I'm not gonna lie, like everybody was shooting content. Like there was a lot of Italian vloggers there that I was like, where are you from? They're like, we're Italian vloggers, and they were doing their own little videos. So yeah, they let us film, but like, it was really quiet and really eerie and like kind of hard to film in. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult because they give you like an earpiece. So through that earpiece, you're getting a self-guided tour. So I was relying on Ashley. I was like, what are they saying to you?
Mm-hmm. What's the worst thing you ate? Did you ever get lost and just wander a city? How many tattoos did you get? Did you visit the Grasshopper in Amsterdam?
I love this, kidder. Yes!
What's the worst thing you ate?
Whew. What was the worst thing that we ate? Food at Disneyland Paris for me. I think the worst meal I had in my entire trip, and it's not necessarily bad, it just wasn't great, was at Captain Jack's.
Yeah, and you were honest about that.
I got French ceviche because like everything was like, I don't know, it was like fish soup. It wasn't necessarily, nothing gouged my eyes out with excitement there.
So Captain Jack's was really expensive, and we were so full from our
croque monsieur,
the grilled cheese, but we wanted the experience because the ambiance, and it was hard to get those reservations, but we were all kind of full, and I just didn't feel like paying 56 euros for some like weird steak thing that I wouldn't eat. And yeah, the menu wasn't the most appetizing, but I really loved my salad, but it was very overpriced. It was like $26 for this like little shrimp salad, but it was very refreshing and bomb. But yeah, I wouldn't have ordered French ceviche, but like that's...
Or like another one that was, what was I going to say, the other one that we kind of had that wasn't fantastic? It'll come to me in a second. Oh, we got dim sum in France, and the dim sum restaurant was like in
London.
It was in London?
Yeah.
Oh, it was in London, I'm sorry. And it was ran by all Italians there, like, and it was fully in Chinatown.
Yeah, and
that was the most bizarre. Great dim sum though, it was so good.
I kind of got like a tummy ache from the dim sum, but like again, like nothing in London was satisfying to me except for the cheese and bread in Borough Market. But yeah, there was no like meal that wasn't good. I just like didn't eat a lot in London. But let's see.
Did we get lost every day? Taking the train. We got.
Oh my God. When we landed in Amsterdam, a monsoon hit and it was so cold and so rainy. And I was carrying this bag and all this stuff. We had so much stuff and we could not figure out the train situation. Like it wasn't happening. There was like a bus and then a metro and da 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 da. And I literally almost started crying and our umbrellas broke. We bought these like $8 rinky-dink umbrellas that can fit in our fanny pack. Yep. Dumbest decision. Flew off, and then I had to like repair it. And then Nick's handle broke halfway through the trip.
Walking.
And he was walking with like a stick. That was tough. And
no tattoos.
I had so many people be like, "You don't know if the artists in there are good." And then we didn't get around to it. I don't know what the Grasshopper in Amsterdam is.
But we did go to the Bulldog.
Yeah.
What?
We went to the Bulldog. Gain Life, I didn't even know they had another park. Yeah, they have another park that has Toy Story Land, Crush's Coaster, Avengers Campus.
It's honestly like random. A micro version of DCA. It's like that's what it is.
So many.
How many Euro trips quotes was said? So many Austin Powers references. Anything from Spider-Man No Way Home also in there. Or Far From Home. Lots of it.
I'm so happy that Disneyland Paris hosted you both. You're one of our favorite vloggers. In addition to Ordinary Adventures and Five Fires. So well deserved. Thank you so much.
That's a good list to be on. Thank you.
Pretty crazy. Melissa, Ashley, did you get any designer handbags during your trip? If you did, they don't add in part. I wanted to, but then I'm like, this trip was already like pricey and we had to save up for it, so I can't justify it. But like my eyes were on it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, thank you so much. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Let's see. Hey, bonjour, both of you. I'm one of your viewers from France. Glad you had a nice trip at Paris at Disneyland Paris. 5 a.m. in France. Gotta work in a few. Thank you for being here.
That is epic. Thank you so much for being here. That is so cool.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see.
Hold on. Theme park takeover's here. I want to say hello.
Hello. Absolutely cannot wait Are you controlling it or me?
The internet is controlling our life.
Absolutely cannot wait to see the land. Hope to see you there, Mousevibes. We will be there. We might be in like, well, we only have like a certain amount of time. I think it's a 2-hour increment, so we might be very quick. But yeah, so if you see us and I'm like, hi, bye, sorry.
And if that's the case, we'll see you in Jurassic parking lot afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys enjoyed having Gabe on. He's the best.
Yeah, thank you guys for all of that. He's so excited. I know it was kind of probably difficult for him to put in what he can say, what he can't say. Yeah. So go read his article. He's really good at writing that out.
Oh yeah, show them your hoodie, babe. Oh,
this is the only thing I bought the entire trip. Got a bunch of hoodies.
Yeah, we don't need hoodies, but we bought hoodies.
You know, it's pretty funny. I got a bicycle because it's such a huge bicycle culture there. Like, there's so many. One thing I didn't do in Amsterdam, ride a bike. It was so cold.
It was so cold. It was like, our friends were like, ride a bike and go around the city. I was like, the thought of like wind chill in my face is like not.
And it's like cobblestone. Like, I'm just like a recreational cyclist for fun. Beach, flat ground. I'm going to go there and learn this from, no offense to my friends, but I don't want to get hurt on my trip. That looks so tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't want to get hurt either. Like, there was people that rented those Segways, and I'm like, I'm so sure I would be the person in a different country that like breaks my neck and I'm not in.
Yeah, you know, like those bird scooters all over everywhere else, and it just like here, it's like usually people that are a little bit impaired driving.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And yeah, the tag, there's ink in it, so that's what I'm worried about, but I will figure this out. Nick says he'll help me, but I might just take it to a store and see if they can help. I'm really sad.
Yeah, if I do it too, I will never hear the end of like, you ruined my bag.
I think we can like shove a towel underneath it and around the bag. Nick says he's going to figure it out, so I trust him.
I studied for about 3 minutes on YouTube the other day, and I feel like I got it.
Michael Riley, are you guys going to Walt Disney World for the opening of Tron Light Cycle?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to be transparent. There's enough vloggers in Florida. Like, we don't need to be the bajillionth one, and our video probably won't perform well because everybody and their mom will be doing it. So probably not. We'll go a year later when no one cares, but we probably won't be there for opening.
No.
It's just too much hustle and bustle, and like the Florida vlogging scene is way more intense than out here, and I just like that might be too much for me.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. I feel like there's so much happening, especially here in Los Angeles and in Disneyland in the first quarter of the year that like I don't know.
And I don't want to go to Florida. Like, I still, even though we vlog, I still look at Disney World as a vacation, and I never want to go to Disney World. It's like, opening day and you need to stay up all night and edit the video. Like, that would stress me out.
I don't know what. I think it's one of those I want to enjoy it. There's been so much hype. I don't know if I want to. If I went and did, I just want to like have fun, and you'd see probably like a video of us crying on it.
Yeah, but on the other end, a majority of our friends will probably go, and then I'll have FOMO because I'll want to party with them on freaking Tron. So.
I can't wait for that ride though. It looks incredible.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Raul, what's up, guys? Thanks for being here.
I love your avatar, Raul. What up?
Thank you, Lost Boys and Girls.
Aw, what's up, guys? Thank you for being here.
Jen, a little late, but super excited for all the vlogs. Yeah.
You're right on time.
Go to Vegas. I want to see Ash there. She'll be wilding. Ooh, Destiny. I wild, but I think my Vegas days, like if we went to Vegas, I'd probably go in the lazy river all day or like go to a museum. But like I lived in Vegas, sister. Not actually lived, but like
you did.
I had to go to Vegas every weekend for work. And when I tell you, like I can't even tell you stories. I can't. They're inappropriate.
That's my favorite thing about Vegas. It's like there's so many different ways to do it. I'm more on like where are we getting brunch today? Like that's my level of like it's like brunch, pool, get some more food and go to a show or something.
Yeah, like in my 30s, I'm a like wake up early and have Bloody Marys by the pool, take a nap and go to a show. Whereas like when I was your age, Destiny and Gabs, oh my gosh, we'd start pre-gaming at like 11 at night, and then I'd like hit up my DJ friend and I'd be out till like 5 in the morning in a mini skirt and like,
whoa.
Oof, I know.
Maybe we should go to Vegas.
If you want to eat at Disneyland Paris, it's better to go at Disney Village. Totally agree for your food review. Yeah, we wanted to go to Planet Hollywood since it's no longer there, but it just wasn't in the time frame. So
the Croque Monsieur was life-changing though. That's like my one thing I love the most.
Yeah. What up, Dustin? Thanks for being here. I wasn't at Nick was at Super Nintendo World and everybody was asking where I was. It was my first day back at work. Because I don't get to have fun.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah. Thank you. David R. Good evening. Greetings from Palm Beach, Florida. Nicole and I had a great Christmas at the Polynesian Village. The weather was 31 degrees.
Not of a lot of aloha right there.
In
Beth.
Florida?
Yeah, it was like freezing.
In Florida? I thought that like is not allowed.
Oh, it happened.
Oh my God. That's crazy. I hope, did you guys like go in the jacuzzi? I would have immediately gone in the jacuzzi.
Oh man, I hope you guys. Obviously, they know how to party. They're the
Polynesian. Oh,
they
Polynesian's the best.
They have Figment as Avatar. Like they're doing it right.
So good. Can't wait for videos. Yeah.
Yeah, get ready because there's a whole bunch.
Resort pools closed. We learned fast. Grateful to Polly. Oh, okay. Oh, our hot. Yes, great minds think alike. You got your hot tubbing on.
That's amazing.
That's like literally when it's cold. Like one of my dreams I saw on TikTok was this girl in the Swiss Alps, and she was like. She had like, I've shown you this TikTok, so I want to go here.
I've never seen a woman from the French Alps.
Whatever. It's Swiss Alps.
Oh.
So she's on like the top of some skiing mountain in a bikini, and her boyfriend or husband pours her champagne, and she walks into their private jacuzzi on a mountain. And I was like, that is my dream. Like you guys know I love jacuzzis, and like I would love like a snow jacuzzi. How nice would a snow jacuzzi be?
I mean, snow and jacuzzi.
That's where I want to go is Switzerland. I would love to go there.
All right.
Let's see. Disneyland vloggers are so much nicer than Disney World vloggers. You guys are the best.
Whoa.
You know, we've never...
That's not true.
Well, you don't even know what I was going to say.
We've never had a bad thing with an incident or anything or seen anything bad?
He's not a vlogger.
Oh.
He's a terrible human being. He's not a vlogger, though. No, Paging Mr. Morrow is one of our friends, and he's nice. The Kingdom Crew. But we don't really know any Florida Disney vloggers.
Adam's a vlogger.
Oh, Adam, is he a Florida person?
Claims residency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
I don't think we've had any bad experience with
Tim
actual
Tracker's
vloggers.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we've never... It was just that one mean guy who's just mean to everybody. Yeah.
It
Mean people...
happens.
There's mean people everywhere, not just in Florida.
We're definitely...
Sorry!
Shout out to people from Florida.
Shout out to people from Florida. But yeah, I don't know. I stay away from all that. But yeah, we're nice. We try to be nice.
Kill him with that kindness.
Yeah, kill him with kindness. But Rob, if anybody's been mean to you, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Mario Walker, hi, Happy New Year.
What's up, Mario Walker? Thank you for being here, man.
Hash House a Go-Go?
Is that like hash browns?
If anybody wants to go on a Vegas road trip with us, as long as we can bring Elliot, like I am in. Like, but you got to do brunch. Mm-hmm. We got to be in bed by 8 p.m. I want to hit that scary museum. You know?
I'll wait for you in the parking lot on that one.
Bilbo Baggins Museum or something?
Good on that one.
Oh my God. Ashley, add Whistler to your Vancouver trip and you can make that snowy hot tub dream come true.
Yes.
Whistler. I need to write that down.
It's like one of the most legendary mountains.
Oh.
Yeah, we go there and get a little poutine. We'll just do it all.
Dude, are you going to come with me on my trip?
No. I got to watch Elliot. You want me to be the guy that hands you the drink in the hot tub? Is that what it is?
Anybody can hand me a drink in the hot tub.
Act accordingly.
Oh my God. Thank you for the tip about TikTok. Yes. And I'm gonna look up how to take off tags on TikTok. Thank you guys. So funny. Mario Walker, can you give me tips on how to get to 4,000 watch hours fast? I'm almost there. Ooh.
Yes, I can.
You do. I don't know.
You can, put out videos. Can you go live yet? Because is that to get to like the 1,000 in the subscriber?
Yeah, because remember it's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time, and that's like the magic number.
Interesting.
I think you can go live though after.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. If you go live and you build that out and you have at least one person watching, that can do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm honestly just consistency. Just make some longer format videos. I don't know what your niche is, Mario, but just consistency. And it just takes that one video. I know it's like easier said than done, but you'll get there.
Trust. It took us like over a year to find like a niche into a video or what we wanted. Because I was like, this is gold. I'm gonna Quentin Tarantino this. No one watched it. It was real humbling. So just keep plugging away and it'll happen. I know it will.
Anytime any video Nick has put his blood, sweat, and tears into has bombed. Yes. And it's so funny, but we're like so proud that they're still on the channel. But like the Icons of Darkness video that we did, we're like so proud of that video. Like that's one of our favorite videos, and it was like I don't even think it's at 1,000.
It isn't.
That video's fire!
My mom said it was really good, so it's cool.
Well, your mom was right. Lungern, Switzerland is 5 vibes. I want to go to Switzerland.
I would love to go.
The entire chat right now. I mean, I'll go. I'm not going to name this person's name, but there's just like an internet bully who we have blocked who's just like the meanest person. And he came up to us when we were in Florida and was heckling us, and it was rude. And that's like all I need to say.
And then I had a break dance battle him real quick, and I settled
it was just like, just some people are awful.
Yeah.
And but nobody here is awful, and we all love each other.
Yeah, you guys can put it together. Another thing you can also find on TikTok.
Yeah, you can find it on TikTok actually. But anyway, we try to stay away from the drums. Especially after the breakdance battle. No after Nick it was kind of like, what is that White Chicks movie?
That is what it's called, White Chicks movie.
So
I was thinking Step Up 3D, but it's okay.
You're so funny. Hash House has pancakes 10 times the size of my face. Okay,
what?
I've never even heard of Hash House, and I like really want to do that.
Sounds like a great time.
So how are you both doing with the after vacation blues? Juan, not well.
Let's get real and unpack this real quick.
I literally cried. I'm so grateful to have a job. Like the economy, climate, what am I trying to say, is so rough, and I'm so grateful, and I love my job. But like I have a stressful job. And I had 3 weeks of like bliss. Like the only thing I worried about was where I'm going to get a freaking croissant. And like everything hit me like a ton of bricks, and I felt very anxious, and everything's going to be fine. But like, yeah, like I didn't like when you go from like endless bliss into like, it's like, it's a lot. And I'm an anxious person, and I'm stressed out a lot. And it just like kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. So yeah, I'm just being honest. I'm sure people can relate.
I don't know. I feel indifferent about it. I had the best time of my life, but it was one of those things where I left at like maximum happiness. I did everything I wanted to do, and I also have this intuition of wanting to go back to explore. So I'm like, I made it out perfect. I feel good about it. I don't know. Yeah. And it's like an exciting time to be home. It's a new year. We got new goals. We're looking at all the cool things that are happening in our niche with Disney 100, Magic Happens, Super Nintendo World. Also, I missed the heck out of my dog. I was so bummed.
It's honestly, though, I was on the tip. Like, I literally did an hour of, like, how do you move to the UK? Do you need
Do dogs wear berets?
Do dogs wear berets? Who can bring my dog across? Like, I would have personally not come back, but, like, that's so unrealistic right now. But, anyway, that was long-winded per usual. I'll get back into it, but I'm feeling a little bit blue. I'm just feeling blue. I love having time off. I love working to live.
Yes.
Not the other way around, boo.
Love that. That's a good way. Good point.
Theme parks and horror stuff. Hey, I love Florida.
Yeah.
I love Florida.
That was no offense to Floridians.
That was no offense to Floridians whatsoever. I love Florida. We know the feeling of having videos bombing, especially with great quality animation, but we're still happy and proud of them no matter what. Exactly, Jake. Like, dude, we get in our feelings, or like with TikTok algorithm right now. Like, I literally fired off a tweet to TikTok today. I was like, yo, could any of my followers see my content? Like, unless I live in this rock of denial that it sucks, like no one, you know what I mean? It's like when anything that you put hard work into doesn't do well, it's like you feel like, you know, and it happens to everybody. It's like a normal feeling, but it still stinks. It's
not the best, but I will say this is when you go to your catalog and look at it though, Jake, you're going to have quality entertainment. So when people go back to your channel and they like, you have one video pop and then they go through your catalog and realize everything is fire and good, that's what you want, and they'll stay on your page. And it's like some of your favorite musicians that don't get discovered for years, and you realize like, dude, they have a catalog of a bunch of things, and then you can watch all of it and just keep doing your thing and honing in, and I swear it'll pop.
Yeah.
It will.
No, I 100%.
If the content's good, it's good.
Well, it's also like stuff to be proud of. Like, if you're proud of what's on there, like that's all that matters. And not everything is going to pop, or not everything's searchable. Like, not everything I enjoy to go do is searchable on YouTube. You know what I mean? So
correct.
What do you think of the drone show? Do you want to tell them, Nick?
Oh, gosh. Let's unpack this one, guys. We did not see it. So of the 3 nights that we were at Disneyland Paris, it only played the last night, and it was like literally 15 minutes after the park closed. And I was burnt, like done. I had not slept. It was like the 8th day in our trip, and I was like, I'm just gonna go watch it on Cam Travel's video, and I regret it now. But we like the 3 days of being at that park were dedicated to shows. And I saw every single other show, and I should have probably done it. But
yeah, it's a bummer. But it's like traveling takes it out of you, you guys. And there was no even though I thought I planned accordingly to give us rest days, the travel times and the go, and then having to plan out content and just you know what I mean? It was really tiring, and we were tired. And yeah, the drone show. The park closed at 10 o'clock. You had to start lining up at 8:30, and it started at 10:15, and we just were like, dude. And then we had to.
We also got beat up in the show right before. That was literally the child shoulder moment. And,
yeah.
And it was just I was I'm kind of just.
Yeah. So we didn't get to see it. Which I know it's crazy to go all the way over there and not see it, but we were really tired, and we opted to go get 10 hours of sleep, but we watched it online, which isn't the same. But yeah, don't judge us.
And it was also we had to go back and pack and then figure out how we were going to get from there to Paris proper. Do you remember that? It was a whole thing. We had some stuff to do.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was tough, but we saw everything except the drone show. Yeah.
Thank you for asking that, kidder.
I know. I was like, babe, come on. Haha, Nick, you better secure that ticket to the Swiss Alps because Ashley might be quick to fill your spot. Also, definitely recommend Switzerland's one of the most beautiful countries. Yes, I want to go so bad. I've heard it's just wonderful, and I've seen the photos and the videos, and it's awesome.
I'm not letting anyone take my spot.
Yeah, vlogging and live streams can bring out some ugly hecklers. Oh yeah, I've gotten really mean people on TikTok Live before, and it's unfortunate, but
I don't want to get too harsh on negativity on this, but that did happen. I had someone blow smoke into our face, cigarette smoke in the park. I was just
oh yeah.
It was effing vlogger. I was like, oh, same here. International.
Yeah, we were cool, dude. Yeah, what did you think? Yeah, we didn't get to see it, sorry.
I know, that was the only one. You guys can make fun of me forever.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
It was the Tokyo story that I've said a million times.
We don't have to talk about that one.
Okay. No. You're so lucky to love your job. Yes, I love my job. So it's I hope I don't come across as whiny girl, but it's it's also a stressful job. It's, you know what I mean? It comes with the territory. So, you're about to start a weird trend of dogs and beret ads on my
Those were a couple of thoughts. We're that, and do French dogs bark in an accent?
Dude.
Do they?
Oh my god. The real question about your trip, did you bring back a beret for Elliot? I didn't see a baby beret, but I ordered one on Amazon. So I'm trying to
We're going to make up for that.
Europeans get 8-week vacations. Americans get 2. Do the math.
Ooh.
Dude, whenever I email people from Spotify that are... Because I think Spotify is based in Switzerland, or it's based somewhere in Europe. Literally, they're we're off for summer break. I'll talk to you in August. And I'm where did I go wrong in life that this is it's just, you know?
It definitely taught us to slow down a little bit, though, Nana. You're onto something.
Yeah. I so understand, Ashley. I need to win. Yeah, same. Literally. Where's my lottery? Ashley, would you like to vlog full time if you guys build a big enough following?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I learned from this trip. If we can travel the world like we just did, I would love vlogging to be my full-time job, but I wouldn't want to only do theme parks as my full-time vlogging job.
Well said.
Yeah, I would want to do theme parks, and I would want to travel the world and have it be more diverse. But absolutely, and that's the goal. And I understand we have so much work to do, and but hope that is the goal. I would hope, but I would want to do way more. I'd want to travel the world and do that type of stuff, and do theme parks all around the world, like Europa Park and Fantasia Land, and the park in the Warner Brothers Park and the Movie Land Park and all that stuff. I'd want to do more like that.
That's cool. I think for me as well, even vlogging is a section of what we do for content creation. I want to build out the production element and do more than just like, this is just YouTube. And really, I think I want to put a lot more time into building out shorts, like legit stories, and having fun with it. I used to have such a creative job, like writing and producing and directing wild stories, that I want to really implement that here. Like, I got so on the tip of like update and what's coming and what's new, that I really want to hone in on doing more creative things with the platform this year.
Yeah. I just love like shooting discovery vlogs. Like, that's again why the Paris vlog was my favorite, because it was just like, we're figuring things out, we're going to bring you along, and it's going to work out and everything's going to be great. Whereas like when we shoot more detailed, knowledgeable vlogs, the pressure's on because we have to be factual and everything. My head is always in the clouds and I'm always like, do, and I love being more like spontaneous in the moment, whereas Nick is more structured, you know?
I feel like we met really well in the middle on this trip. Like, if you were like, we got to do whatever, I was like, we're gonna not do it so structured and test it out and have fun with it.
We only got in 2 beefs. One of them was a beef and the other one was like whatever. So I think 2 beefs for 16 days is not that bad.
No.
Yeah, travel is tiring. I did a 13-day 4-city Asia trip and it was wild. So rough, Philia. It's just drones. Honestly, it's cool, but not groundbreaking. Yeah, we just had this moment where we're like, we need rest because we have a big day tomorrow. And it ended up being the right thing to do. Like, Nick had like bags under his eyes and we're like, you need sleep. So the next day he woke up great.
Yeah, I needed to rest. I slept on a trundle bed. It was great.
Yeah.
Kidder, you're a legend. 13 days, 4 cities in Asia. That's some B status. That's tough.
Side note, Rinna's not coming back to Housewives. Yes, but Erica is. Thank God Diana's gone. YouTube should be for fun and memories. No, YouTube is for fun and memories. Absolutely. But also it's like when you want your like content structured, you have to have more thought behind it. You know what I mean? So that's when it like strategy comes into play. But it's like so much fun. And that's why I just like, I want to travel more and I want Elliot to be more involved.
I want memories, but I've learned from a mistake. My first international trip, I wasn't prepared and I put out a video in Japan and I thought it was my favorite vacation. In the video, it gives me like epilepsy when I watch. I'm like, what did I do? What was I doing? So I want to be able to look at it and not be like, I really messed that one up. So I want to be able to look at it and have it feel nice, or like feel like I can watch this or other people can watch it.
Yeah.
But that is a good way to look at your YouTube, is like a memory bank, and like see where you were at that moment and look back on it. I think it's really important not just get caught up in
Yeah,
like,
that's like, I'm so looking forward to like these trip vlogs because I can't wait to like rewatch them and like relive that experience, just because it was like we had this moment on the last night in Amsterdam where both of us, I think I uploaded the photos to Patreon, but both of us are like crying into our burger because we were like, dang, we did the damn thing. Like, man, like this is crazy. And like a lot of people don't get to do this. And like we did it. And like it was just like overwhelming in like a good way.
Yeah, being appreciative and just, I don't know, reflecting on it in real time is really important.
My bestie lives in Belgium and she's always on some sort of break. Dude, my girlfriend that lives out there too is just like never working. She's just like, yeah, like has a cocktail by the pool at noon. And I'm just like, girl, come on. I want to do that too. Can you get an EU passport, Ashley? We'll follow y'all via video anywhere. Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Yes.
Thank you. Americans are allotted 2 weeks, but realistically, most don't even take a week consecutively off. In U.S., we're not built to enjoy our downtime. Yeah. And I think up until COVID, I was that person who wouldn't take time off. I literally wouldn't do it. I thought the building was going to burn down if I wasn't there and I was going to miss out on something. And post-COVID, Ashley is a different girl. Like, even like when I do get hit up on vacation, it didn't happen during Christmas because the music industry shuts down. But whenever I take vacation between February and November, I get blown up. And I've finally learned there's no such thing as a music industry emergency. Figure it out. Not answering. Finally, it took me 15 years, but I'm here.
I have to remind myself this all the time. One of my favorite producers, like, hey man, we're making TV here. We're not curing lives. Just remember that. So same type of thing.
Yeah. Live
in it, enjoy it. Don't wish it away.
You can both go back to Japan. That's my dream place to visit. Ashley loved Pink Hello Kitty. I I'm trying to figure out if we can make a Japan trip this summer. I know that Fantasy Springs won't be done till 2024, but we haven't ridden the Beauty and the Beast ride, and there's other parts of Japan that we really wanted to visit. So we're trying to like work out where we can have a summer trip.
Yes, please. I would love to be there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to start a music group in Japan.
Can we please talk about how Super Nintendo World doesn't have any alcoholic drinks on sale? Seriously, a miss, or am I missing something? I was wondering that too, if they were gonna sell like beer or cocktails or anything.
I don't think they are.
That's kind of crazy, but I wonder if it's like a branding thing, like they don't want alcohol involved with, I don't know, like I don't really know, but then you can get like alcohol in Harry Potter, so I don't really know. That's kind of a missed opportunity, I think.
It's probably something with the IP. I know that there was like pretty tough restrictions working with the Nintendo people, what they were going to bring to the land, and very specific on it. So maybe that was like one of the things, like no booze.
Yeah. Don't go to Japan during the summer. The weather's so unpleasant. We've only been to Japan when it was 12 degrees and we almost died. So it's like, I don't know when.
Spring for cherry blossom season.
When is cherry blossom season?
I think it's spring.
Okay.
Yeah, I think April, right?
Yeah.
I would love to go. Oh my gosh, there's just so much kind of happening in the next little bit. And it just really put things in perspective of where we want to go and what we want to do and what's important. And I feel like it's so easy to get trapped into your bubble, especially being in LA. Like all my friends are on social and what's happening this week. And it's like, save your money, check goals off and go.
Yeah.
If you can, like, I know it's tough out there. I know it is.
But we have a lot like coming up. Like I told you guys, we have 8 more vlogs from this trip and like every single question about Disneyland Paris, like, you'll be able to book your entire trip based off that video. And then we have Knott's Peanut Celebration coming up, Disney 100th, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Magic Happens, World of Color, Super Nintendo World. Am I missing anything?
For the first few months?
Yeah.
There's that, and then throughout the year, there's going to be even more things coming out. Downtown Disney did all that construction update news today.
Yeah.
A lot of things are shifting places there, so look out for that. We still have the Treehouse. Indiana Jones went down today, so that won't be back until spring or whatever. So there's a lot of things happening right now. Not even theme parks. There's just a lot of stuff happening in LA.
Yeah. Japan in June was pretty rough. I was there for 5 days and oof, I was sweating. Also, they were still celebrating Easter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny. Anytime we've gone on a big trip, it's always in December. And it's like, you guys, wearing that many articles of clothing is so hard because I was wearing a thermal, a long sleeve, a sweater, a jacket, and a scarf. And then every time you'd go inside somewhere, you're like, it was so extreme. Oh, and also something I wanted to say, I put it on our story highlights. We invested in Allbirds wool water and weatherproof shoes. That was the best investment for a winter trip ever. They were slip proof, weatherproof, waterproof, and they were so comfortable. I took them right out of the box and wore them all day walking miles. And that was like, how good were those shoes?
Guaranteed to make any kid run faster and jump higher. Everyone knows that.
This is not an ad. We sincerely just love the shoes because we were both panicked. I'm like, it's going to rain in Europe and then we're going to have fart shoes all our trips in the rain, and none of that happened.
Mm-hmm. Abby's saying also Lunar New Year.
Yes, which is next weekend, right?
It's the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of time. The Year of the Rabbit, it's about to go off. I'm really excited. Lunar New Year is honestly top 3 favorite things that happened at Disney California Adventure. I love Lunar New Year.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if this year they're going to go back to the old parade route where Viva Navidad was instead of the awkward, like, turning in front of The Little Mermaid. Remember? That was just kind of awkward. It's
awkward, but it's dope because you get the show twice from one side and the other side. So, like,
yeah,
this is, like, for, like, the 5% of people who are going to vlog it. I was like, I got both sides of it. This is awesome.
But we'll be at Lunar New Year for sure, and we'll have all those videos coming out. So.
I have a question for you guys for Lunar New Year. Do you think that we're going to get a new character meet and greet this year? I know last year was Raya, which was a huge hit. But could you guys see any other meet and greets coming? Are we going to get anything for, what was the movie that came out last year who dealt with this? One of my favorite ones. Turning Red. Is that gonna happen?
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna have Judy Hopps dress up? I saw she's in the merch wearing like a Lunar New Year outfit on merch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there's so many options.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I love Lunar. I'm finally, you guys, I've had a Shondu Tokyo Disney sea bag for 5 years in my closet with the tag still on, and I'm finally gonna bring it out for Lunar New Year. Finally. Because it can't just collect dust.
Turning red. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Those are the best.
Yes.
How did I mess that one up right away?
What did you say?
I just stumbled on it, I think. Event January 12th, it starts at D. No! I better book another resi.
Wait, what?
21st, maybe? She typed it fast?
Yeah, I think
It's a Friday.
Lunar New Year's the 20th, right?
I hope. Because wouldn't be the first time I booked a wrong reservation.
Oh gosh, should we?
I think it is the 20th.
Yeah, I think it's the 20th too.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
here we go. She said this too. Cool.
Okay, cool. Oh, that makes me happy.
That goes to Avengers Campus. Oh, in between cars and that, maybe? I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. That's a good route.
Crazy, yeah. Theme parks and horror stuff. Just saw Twosome in Hollywood is opening January 27th. I never got to try the one in Orlando. We've never tried it either. I'm really excited. We'll be at Disney that day, but if you guys would love to see a video, we can definitely go try out Twosomes. It'll be a first time for both of us.
Yeah, I've never done it. We passed by it today and it looks done. Like they had table decorations out. Like if you would have told me they were opening tomorrow, I would have believed you.
Okay.
So I can't wait for that. It's going to be a huge addition to City Walk. Hold on, hit this one for Carrie Bear.
Super Nintendo might be for kids, but the parents might want to drink. That's when you go to Antojitos and get some margaritas and shots beforehand and then go into Super Nintendo World. Because also remember, while we love Universal, the average cost of a margarita in there is $19 for a margarita. That is expensive.
I'm just saying it's done well in any other circumstance to put a bar next to your merchandise.
Oh.
Hello, Oga's Cantina. How many people have you seen leave Oga's like, I'm going to buy that Legacy lightsaber?
Anytime I've been thinking about getting something and I'm like, I don't need it. Give me some tequila and I'm like, here's my credit card. Like, I can't have ya.
There's no doubt that the Hollywood Lounge services Stage 17 traffic.
Yeah,
no
I
doubt.
really hope that like that changes and it's just like a thing in the middle. The Vietnamese Lunar New Year celebrating the year of the cat instead of the rabbit. The reason behind is the translation mix up with the rabbit and cat since it's spelling this the same.
That is an awesome... I had no idea. That's so cool to know that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, man.
Dang, I didn't know that. Cool.
I love all of this. Hold on. Hit this one from Lost Boys and Girls.
Raya is expected to come back, so we're happy for that. As for a new character, Mei Mei would be a great character for the park, especially since she does meet and greets in the film. Yeah. I think Mei Mei would be so cool. I mean, that would be great, and I really, really, really love Turning Red.
Mm-hmm. I think there should just be more. Like, I love Raya. That was cool to have it go into the Redwood Creek Challenge area. Mm-hmm. I just like to see that its footprint every year for Lunar New Year gets a little bit bigger. So give us all the meet and greets, please.
Mulan's Lunar New Year procession will start at Paradise Garden Grill and go all the way to Avengers Campus on the entire parade route for the first time this year. Holy bananas. They're expecting some crowds then.
I love that. They should expand it. Like, I'll be honest, 4 booths that they have, it's the Southern California. Expand it. The food is good. People want more of it.
Lunar New Year has such good food.
I love Lunar New Year. I love what they do, the decorations. It's a vibe. Wear your best red shirt that day, guys.
Yeah, but there's more options for drinks in Universal. There's time for everything. Not everything has to do with alcohol. I like to drink a beer or two, but just like Disneyland, no alcohol, but DCA does. Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, they have those 3 really cool drinks. I think for me, and I'm going to sound like a clown right now, I don't drink sugary drinks unless there's alcohol involved. Like, or I'll just have Diet Coke. Like, I'm not going to drink any of those drinks at Super Nintendo World with 90,000 grams of sugar. I'll die. Mm-hmm. But
no, you're probably right.
Tequila on it, I would. But we feel you for sure.
Tell me you couldn't do like a Mario themed drink called like Here We Go. Come on.
Yeah, but I see why they're doing. Nintendo is such a particular brand. I can see why they're doing it, and to justify Universal, there's bars all around the park. They don't need to be in Super Nintendo World.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
So
I get that.
Yeah, for sure. We sound like literal alcoholics. We're not. We just like a good cocktail. Kidder, they don't check water bottles, so we're putting Cutwater
Do not do what Kidder says.
Kidder, no, we have
He's
kids
joking.
in the chat.
He's joking.
Dude. The new World of Color looks so good. So we're going to be, you guys, we're doing the World of Color dessert party package. And we'll be showing you guys if that's worth it or not. It'll be a first time for us. So
Hold on. Going into World of Color, I want to hit on this. World of Color 1, to me right now, is the thing I'm most stoked on for Disney 100. 24-minute showtime. Mulan scenes. Is that really happening?
I don't know.
Mulan. I know for sure that we're getting Moana. I know we're going to get Avengers scene in there. And we're going to get Mandalorian Grogu. Like, watch that to be the thing. The waterworks are going to come from the crowd, not the...
The Avengers part is going to be sick. Like, especially with Avengers Campus right there. Like, that's going to be so cool.
It's cool. It's a long time coming for it.
We need more booths. The lines were ridiculous last year. The noodle booth was like over. Yvette, do you remember the garlic noodles? I like went to a different booth and checked it off and then just never picked it up because I wasn't going to wait in that line. I was like, well, I guess I'll sacrifice a tab. Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you know what my favorite meal is from Lunar New Year?
Cookie.
I hate you so. I forgot that audio was from Lunar New Year. Nah, Super Nintendo World needs alcohol. I don't want to sound like listen. You guys know you've watched our channel. We like to turn up. Like, I would love a Super Mario drink, but if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. I get all parties inside.
The people are divided on this. I love it.
Yeah. Carrie Bear, true. I can't argue with that. And Antojitos is definitely possibly the best for Hollywood. NBC Universal was also surprisingly good.
Oh, that's
Carrie
cool.
Bear, when you're right, you're right. The NBC Universal one is bomb. I really like the food, and they have like really good drink selections.
That's true.
We're doing the World of Color dessert party this upcoming Friday. Yes! Woo! Let us know. DM me and let us know how it is because we're doing it on the 27th. So I'm really excited.
You guys are going to have so much fun. Dessert on the water? Come on.
Yes, I'm doing the World of Color dessert party on Disney 100 opening weekend. I hope so too because you guys, that was expensive. Like, I'm not trying to be cheap, girl. $90 for dessert is redonk. I like better be up World of Color's nose right there, and this dessert better be exquisite dining dessert because that was so expensive for dessert. Like, I can't.
Yeah. I love that theme parks and horror stuff. Isla Nublar is going to be more popping.
Oh, Isla Nublar is going to be popping. I love Isla Nublar. The lines for Lunar New Year were horrible last year. We didn't even end up using our tabs.
Oh,
Same.
man.
I lost out on tabs because it was just like too much.
It's too crazy.
Oh yeah, everybody got yeah, literally.
It was so good.
It was definitely a birthday splurge because yeah, it's pricey. Like, our good friend Danny, we're going with Danny and a few friends of ours, and when he told me the price, my jaw dropped to the floor. But I was just like, I know a lot of people want to know if these dining packages are worth it, so we want to go show you guys. And like, we haven't seen World of Color up close since it came back. We only watched it from the Grand Californian roof in
I've
our
only
video.
seen it that one time.
We're the worst Disney fans ever.
No, it's cool. I'm excited to do the dessert package. It's something I've never experienced before, so I'm excited to do it.
Y'all are awesome. Thank you for taking time to read everything folks say, as well as making videos and all that. Give y'all props. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. We're stoked to be here and to talk and share. It's so fun.
Doesn't the dessert party include 2 alcoholic drinks? It does. So it's like, it kind of justifies the price, but it's like, do I want to eat 2 desserts and then have 2 cocktails? Like, I'd rather have like some chicken wings, but it's going to be good.
I would rather have chicken wings. I love you. Oh my gosh.
I love chicken wings.
In dessert?
And dessert. The dessert party came with a cocktail. It was a sugary margarita. Our server gave us 3, but I think it's only supposed to be 1 drink.
Ooh,
Medi. 3 drinks? Where's the best spot to see World of Color without paying for the dining packages? So, Abby, I believe you can get a virtual queue, and that would be your best bet. But I'm going to be very transparent and honest. We have not done the virtual queue or waited. We've only watched World of Color from the bougie rooftop at Grand Californian because it's always an S show every single time. It's
I feel like it's a mixed group. When I talk to people about like what they prefer, it's either like right in the front or in the back, so you can get like a huge view. It just kind of depends.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like a tricky one. Watch Watch our video when it comes out.
We're gonna do a full video. Definitely get there early because they moved to check-in standby Little Mermaid bathrooms and people line up early. Yeah, we're gonna get there early. It'll be good. And I'm gonna eat beforehand. So
there you go. A couple chicken wings.
Do you think you can do a travel video for LA in the future? Would love your tips on restaurants.
So I love this. Yeah, one of the things that we came back stoked on was like we watched all these people from all these other countries do unique videos. Like these are the 5 things that they tell you not to do, or 5 unique bars. I think for LA, it's the same type of thing. I was watching. It's like, where do you go? It's like Pink's Hot Dogs, In and Out, and I'm like, that's really cool. There's also like some of the best street food in the world here in Los Angeles, like that ties together by the freeway. So like, there's so many different pockets that we actually are gonna start doing a whole series about this. So it's coming.
We came back inspired, and like I looked at Nick and I was like, why when we were in Europe, we wanted to go explore everything new, and we have so much cool stuff in LA and we don't do it. I've never been to LACMA.
I've never been to llamas.
I've never been to LACMA.
Do you know what LACMA stands for?
Los Angeles Cinema Movie Arts?
Close. It's Los Angeles County Museum of Arts.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Los Angeles Cinema Movie Arts. I know words. But I literally don't do anything besides go to concerts and work. But like, we go to some of like these really good restaurants that no one knows about, and I feel like we should start showcasing that. So thank you, Lewis and Lewis Productions, because that's what we want to start doing. And like Nick and I love a good staycation. So yeah.
And also I want to jump on it because like, as much as like we're getting all these cool rides and everywhere, the city is really building for 2 events that are coming here. World Cup and the Olympics, and I feel like if we jump on it now, will be a good amount of videos for people visiting LA.
Dude, that's why like
I would love that.
I would love that too. Like I'm so happy that you asked. Like that feels like I feel like him or them asking is a sign that we made the right decision.
Yeah.
How cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on.
Free cookies. Thank you. Jon Snow expecting bonkers crowds for Feb and Disneyland Universal. Yes, dude, it's gonna be poppin', boo. You have Disney 100 just kicking off. February is gonna be crazy, and the weather's decent in February. It's not really, really hot out here. It's gonna be like a cool 60, 75. Great weather, great food, Super Nintendo World. It's gonna be poppin'.
I'm gonna say this too. Look out for Knott's to be super busy as well. All of them are. Like when we'd seen Disney close down for that 2 weeks for like blackout days rather. The rest of all the other parks in Southern California were booming.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the hype of, you know, a Mickey's and Minnie's and when the 100 celebration and Super Nintendo World, I feel like people are still wanting to go out, and Knott's is going to be super busy this year too. I really believe that.
Yeah. No, Knott's, and they have Fiesta Village coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be poppin'. Okay. I would also love an LA video, but do hidden gems.
I think I have enough to kind of hit on this stuff because like there are places that I go with my nana, or a place that she would take me to when she lived in Hollywood that are still up, that are historic. There's some like niche posh places. I feel like we're gonna do a big mix of this. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And also like we live near a really like historic street that there's like little coffee shops. There's a horror coffee shop. Like I want to go check all of that out and like bring Elliot and like do that. Like we don't do any of that here.
Totally.
Like, at all. Like we don't do anything. It's just like we just don't do anything. It's weird. Okay.
Hold on, what was this one?
What? Gotta check out Mocha.
Didn't we just do that? Is it a different one that we did in Amsterdam? I think it was called Mocha. Because you're like, it's Moco.
No, Moco. I think it's Moco Museum.
Oh.
Mocha? I don't know.
Okay.
Mocha. I know there's a Mocha in Amsterdam.
In Barcelona.
I don't think there's one in...
Maybe LACMA?
Maybe LACMA? Will you message us and let us know what that is? Yay! Oh my god, I'm excited too. I'm really glad. Like, thank you guys for like sticking on the live for almost 2.5 hours with us, and like thank you for listening about our trip and asking questions. Like, you know, when you venture outside of what we do, which is mainly theme parks and a couple like vacation stuff. Like we did San Diego Joshua Tree. You never know if like your audience is going to care, and like we feel very valued and like loved right now. Like, thank you. Like, I'm so excited that you guys are down for us to do more travel stuff, even in LA. I want to go back to San Diego. I want to go to Sedona. I want to go wine tasting. I want to do like all like cool little excursions, and it makes me happy that you guys are down for that.
Yeah. It's one of those things, again, I looked at Ashley when we were in Amsterdam, like, why did we travel all the way here to go to 5 museums? We have, like, some of the best museums now. We've never done it. Or, like, we were trying the most interesting coffee. I'm like, Mag Park is down the road from us. Every other thing is a coffee shop. We've never been. So
literally. We're
going to start taking all that in. And, yes, it is here in L.A.
Mocha.
It's the Museum of Contemporary Arts.
Oh, Drew!
Obviously.
Thank you!
We were testing you guys, so
yeah.
Flew. Crushed it.
Oh, we got a super chat from Jon Snow.
Oh,
thanks for answering my question. Have Rezzies for the 16th to the 20th. That's why I asked. Disney and Uni should be dope from Texas.
We salute you. Showing.
Thank you for the super chat. Jon Snow, you guys are going to have a blast, and I always say this. If you can fit it into your budget, get Genie Plus and get Universal Express Pass. Even if it's for one day. It's going to help you maneuver the park just a little bit better. Or if there's like a certain whatever, just get a lightning lane. But like if it can be in your budget, that might help extend your trip a bit. You know what I mean?
And if I'm looking at Universal and you don't want to spend that money, rope drop it. Honestly, rope drop it. You'll be able to get it done.
Yeah, dude, San Diego, oh my God, come to San Diego. We did San Diego last year. You guys remember the video where Elliot went paddleboarding?
Yeah.
We want to do, like, we only scratched the surface in San Diego. Like, I love San Diego. I want to do more. So
we stayed in just one city. Like, we didn't even venture off.
I know.
Like, we just stayed in one area. So I would love to do that. Southern California has so much to offer, and it is something that we're really looking forward to. And it also helped make our, like, theme park videos feel, like, more special. You know what I mean? Because I was getting this thing, like, I gotta go to the theme park. I'm like, now we can kind of make videos that we want to make all the time.
Yeah.
Like, not saying I don't want to make theme park videos, but when it's, like, tough and there's, like, scraping at the barrel for ideas, like, it'll definitely be more fun.
I just, like, I don't know. We keep saying it, but, like, Europe just gave us a fresh perspective. Like, I just want to do more adventure and, like, new stuff.
This one. Go check out Mystic Museum. They have 3 shops connecting, and it's all campy horror. We live, like, right down the road from it. Yeah. It's one of our favorites. That's awesome. I love Mystic Museum.
You know, Burbank we love Burbank. Mystic Museum's amazing. And like that whole area, Magnolia Park, is so beautiful. Yeah.
I love that. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I'm seeing all these positive comments in here, and it's like, again, another reflection moment. Don't panic.
I know! We had 100 people stay with us the whole life. That's wild.
It really is awesome. And we're going to kind of, wrap this up, but look out for Wednesday for our London vlog. Also, if you guys want more of an in-depth kind of behind-the-scenes look, we're going to be releasing our Patreon video coming out right after, which kind of fills in the holes and is more of like an uncensored look. So each week will be kind of divided into that. So this is our London week. Next week will be Paris, where it's all Parisian stuff, and then Amsterdam. So get on the lookout.
We need to shout out our new Patreon members for the week too. We have
got them right here.
We have 2 new Patreon members, Stacy M and Lavetta. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for being Patreon members. And we want to give a special birthday shout out to our Patreon member, Damian Rosby. He is celebrating 1 year of being a Patreon member, and we really, really appreciate it. And we're so happy that you like the bonus content. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it. There's we're devoted to stepping it up too. So we're doing at least 2 videos a month, and they're going to be epic, especially these ones coming up. They're epic.
Okay, there's a couple more comments. Did you guys grow up in LA?
Oh, that's cool.
No, I grew up until I was 15 in Rancho Cucamonga, i.e., and then I moved to Temecula wine country, and then I moved to LA when I was 22 because I got an internship, and I've lived in LA since I was 22.
From Los Angeles, born, family separated when I was 8, and I lived in Arizona from when I was 8 to 21. Finished out in Arizona, moved here. So I guess I'm from LA. I'd say I've spent more time in LA.
Yeah. Last question. Any new knickknacks from the studio shelf from the trip?
Oh.
Can we show it? Hold on.
I don't think it's out yet.
It is. Wait, am I allowed to? Here, I'll show you, but we got this. Hold on. We got this.
It's a little town. It's a little Dutch town.
It's a little Dutch town. I don't know if you can see it. There, we can see it. I'm covering up stuff, but this was it's like a little town, and we got a little piece of a town. It says Coffee Shop Amsterdam, and it has a lady with a bike.
Mm-hmm. And then basically the majority of our knickknacks were Christmas ornaments, because like Ashley's Christmas tree is her thing that she loves to do. So we got ornaments from all over. Yeah,
I got a Tower of London ornament, a Holland ornament with a windmill. I got a Paris Catacombs ornament.
A double-decker bus.
A double-decker bus. I try to get an ornament from every place that I visit. So it was really cool to come back with ornaments because I feel like our tree is bare. So I'm trying to like collect more when I travel.
I feel like, didn't we get something and no, that was the only thing we got, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, it was tough because like we were so worried about like having too much crap to bring back. Like there was this little Mickey statue with the Eiffel Tower, but it wasn't that small. And like, I was like, I don't know how we're going to bring this back. But we got a Mickey with glitter cuffs driving a little Autopia mobile Christmas ornament too, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think the biggest thing our biggest gift from it is like, I'm that mom who's like scrapbooking, so I was saving all of these things. So I'm making like this epic book as well.
Yeah, we're making a huge scrapbook. We have so much stuff, and we also brought a Polaroid camera. So
yeah, a lot of cool things.
But thank you guys so much for being here. We love you, and it's so nice to feel so welcomed and warm wishes a month out. You know what I mean? Like we were gone for a month, so we really appreciate it.
It means the world to us. Seriously, guys. Thank you again for vibing with the Mouse Vibes on another Mouse Vibes Mondays. We'll be back next Monday for another live. But again, videos dropping on Wednesday for London. Yeah. And then Friday is our trip from London using the Eurostar to Disneyland Paris. I'm going to show you guys how to navigate that. Be patient on that one.
Woo! It's going to be fun! Thank you guys!
Thank you so much. Have a great night.